Stanford fan nowhere in sight. It's picked off.
Yo, what up? What it do? What's going on? How's everybody, man? Hope all is well. Hope everybody's doing good, man. Shouts out to everybody pulling up in the building. Sure enough, appreciate y'all. My boys, all eyes on G.com. What's good with you? Salute to you. Black and Grayed Out. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Milo Hunt in the building. What's good with you, Milo? Hope you're doing good. Randy, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. What up, Brian? How you doing, man? BL, my guy, what's good with you, man? Fluffy Compost, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope you're doing good. D Minutes, my guy, what's good with you, man? Hope you're doing well. John, my dude, what's good? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Um, the Raiders have done some more moves, man. You know what I mean? Josh James, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Isles Ghost, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope all is well. You know what I mean? The Raiders made some moves. You know what I mean? They signed a wide receiver, another wide receiver, a tight end. So basically, they made moves on the offense, right? But not so much the defense. Again, Jolie, what's good with your salute? And if they did make something on the defense, I sure enough didn't see it, didn't hear about it. Um, not gonna dwell on it. Uh, what's good with you, Gabe, man? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Let me go ahead and throw this up there real quick. You know what I mean? For whoever. You know what I mean? As y'all know, I like to spend my time talking to people, man, back and forth, the chit chat, the chatter, the rants. You know what I mean? That's why I stay in the chat most of the time with y'all, hanging out, talking to y'all, doing what it is y'all like to do. I just don't get into the he say she say shit anymore. I'm good on that. Um, but yeah, they've come out and they've addressed the offense. You know what I mean? Again, you know what I mean? They went and got a wide receiver, um, which was probably needed, probably wasn't needed. Tough to say. Definitely needed the tight end though. So uh, he said Jordan Willis, D line from the Niners. Okay. Uh, you playing right, Brian? I know we didn't sign. I know we didn't re-sign no Keegan Cole, bro. You gotta be killing. You gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Uh, but that's a good pickup right there. Black and grayed out. Appreciate it, man. I'm gonna check the emails after the show. I check the email after the show. I appreciate you though. Um, but yeah, the link is in the chat, man. Anybody want to pull up? Come holler at your boy. Come hang out, spit your facts. You know you have got all the right in the world, man. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I don't need him to make. Hey, I prefer him not to make the team there. You know what I mean? If I'm being honest, bro, I prefer him not to make the team, man. Pizzle, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Cool Kev in the building. What's good with you, Cool Kev? Raider Chris 100. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. You know what I mean? Hope all is well. Hope you're doing swell. Hope you're doing good. Um, yeah. Man, I'm not with that one, Gabe. That one we could have did without, man. I'm just saying. Wide receiver Cam Sims gonna beat Cole for sure. Cam Sims is underrated. Washington, we're pissed about it. Hey, I hear you. I hear you. I like Cam. I actually do like Cam. I think he is an underrated wide receiver. He was also underutilized too. Um, so you know, what's good with you, Mike G? Salute to you. Hope all is well. You know what I mean? Hope you're doing good. We the people, my guy, what's good with you? Salute to you. Hope you're doing well, man. Um, yeah. So the OJ. Let's talk about the OJ case. You know what I mean? Well, let's talk about the OJ signing, not the OJ case. We going back like 50 years. Talking about the goddamn OJ case. Let's go back. Let's go and talk about OJ Howard. You know what I mean? The signing of, that guy. 6'6", 220 pounds. He took a heavy ass body spear from Devin Bush, got up like nothing happened. Um, hey, look, OJ's got phenomenal hands, man. You know what I mean? I think the kid can. I think the kid can be something. He could be something like, I want to say, maybe Cook. Y'all remember when we had Cook? Y'all remember when we had Cook? I think this kid could revitalize his career like Cook. You know what I mean? For maybe about 2 seasons. I give him about 2 seasons. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a little bit younger than Waller, but he also, you know what I mean, has had his injuries in the past as well. Now, not as frequent, but he has had some injuries in the past. But I mean, if we're being honest, what football player hasn't had form of some type of injury at some point in time? You know what I mean? Like, everybody's had an injury at some point in time in their career. You know. Um, so for me, I'm not so quick to just be like, oh, but unless you're just injury prone, like every freaking year you're injured. Now that's an issue. You know what I mean? Uh, I see you, Darren. You said OJ Howard might not make the team too. I'm gonna be honest. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. Who else gonna play tight end? You know what I mean? If Fotheringham makes the team, I mean, well, Fotheringham probably will make the team. But I'm just saying, if you know what I mean, if OJ don't make the team over Fotheringham and Horsted, then hey, bye bye. You know what I mean? Bye bye. That's how I'm gonna look at it. You know what I mean? Because in all honesty, I mean, you're a vet. At this point in time in your career, you're a veteran. You know what I mean? These guys are still trying to find their way in the NFL. So if you can't beat them out for a starting job or even the backup, just the second string, hey, bye bye to you. I'm good. Thomas Hernandez, salute to you, man. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good. For sure, Gabe. For sure. Um, you know, but you needed this guy. I mean, this guy was a need, right? He really was a need for this team, especially since we don't really have too many tight ends. Waller's gone, and the other dude is gone as well. You know what I mean? So it left you with two unproven tight ends. So you had to go out and make a big splash, I guess. I mean, some people it's a splash. To me, it's just a guy. You know what I mean? Said Austin Hooper and a tight end in the draft would be the best case scenario. I don't know. I don't think so. I think a corner. I think they're gonna go with a corner in the first round. Truthfully, I think they're actually gonna go defense in the first round. Um, and I think they're gonna go defense heavy throughout the draft. Truthfully, I mean we have 13 picks right now, right? I would venture to say probably 8 of them are gonna be defensively. You know what I mean? So that's just my thought. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm 110. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. You know what I mean? Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good. So for me, I honestly think that it's going to be defense. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a defense heavy draft. Um, I think about 8 of their guys is probably going to be defensive guys, and the other 5 will be some type of offensive. Well, of course, they'll be offensive, but you know what I mean. Maybe some line. You know, just depends. You know what I mean. Just depends. But let's see. Gabe said OJ Howard wasn't utilized right. Has speed, hands blocking are above average. Just was in the system that don't really use tight ends. Could be a surprise big target for Jimmy. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. What's good with you, Nate, man? Salute to you. Hope all is well. You know what I mean? Go Sniper 35, man. What's going on with you, man? Hope you're doing good. But Dirty Waller was getting paid to be on the bench. I think the front office is making room for us to get more defense. They need to. You know what I mean? Jacob Gomez, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Um, yeah, bro. They need to make room for defense. You know what I mean? But as you continue to spend money and re-sign bums that don't nobody really want here in the first place, like a motherfucking Keelan Cole. You know what I mean? Like, I honestly don't know what the point of bringing Keelan Cole back. You know what I mean? Um, unless Hunter is not healthy. But I just don't see him and Hunter battling it out for punt return or kick return. Like, I honestly don't even want Cole returning no kicks at all, bro. He was awful at it last year, at least in my opinion. Somebody might argue the fact that, oh no, he was pretty good. No, I thought he was terrible at it. I thought he was very hesitant to make up his mind on which way he wanted to go. He looked scared to catch the ball sometimes. Like, me personally, man, I'd rather have anybody else returning kicks aside from that guy, man. If I'm just being 100% honest, man, I'd rather have anybody else return kicks aside from him. But it's yet to be seen. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I trust Ziegler more than McDaniels. I think most people do, Ja. You know what I mean? If I'm being truthful, I think most people do. Anyone that can't stay on the field can go, hey, I'm with that too, man. And we got to have a good wide receiver battle for a roster spot. That's all it is. Okay. All right, Darren. I'm so tired of battles, man. Fuck a battle, man. Give me some motherfuckers that gonna make the team. You know what I mean? Like, I really want some niggas that's just gonna make the team. Good Dirty, just been working a lot, miss hanging with all the nation. My brothers, hope all is good. Yep, man. Hope all is well, man. All is well. As far as I can tell, you know what I mean? All is well. Now, I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, I'm good, man. You know what I mean? I ain't dead. You know what I mean? I ain't dead, so I'm good. Let me see here. Yeah, hit that like button, man. For sure, for sure. Aside from OJ, you know what I mean? Cam Sims was brought in too. Now, it's another weapon, another target, you know what I mean, for Jimmy G to try to establish a relationship with. I apologize. I've been tired lately, man. I don't know what it is, but I've been really tired lately. I probably need to change my diet, but who knows? Hey, what's good with you, Raider Nation, Jason? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope all is good. Battles create good special teams. We need starters from signings. Yeah, I'm, I really want to know why it is we haven't really signed anything like big that really technically moves the needle. We've signed some players that could be nice positional fits, scheme fits, or something like that, maybe. Um, but we ain't really signed nothing that's just going, you know what I mean, just like make you go, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen a signing that just made me go, yeah, you bust a real good nut and you go, yeah, I ain't had that yet, man. I ain't seen that yet, man. You know what I mean? My dude Kush, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good, Matt. Link is in the chat if you want to pull up, bro. If you ain't doing shit, you're more than welcome. You know what I mean? Could be used as a receiving tight end on certain routes. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. All eyes with the googly eyes out this bitch, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, Sims 6'5", 225. That's an actually big ass fucking wide receiver, bro. You know what I mean? That really is a big ass fucking wide receiver right there. Good luck trying to take that motherfucker down. I think you bring him. I think he comes in and he should be a red zone threat immediately, bro. If used right, you know what I mean. He should be a red zone threat immediately. You know what I mean. They ain't signed nothing that make me feel like this. OG, yeah, hey, ain't nothing. You know what I mean. You know what I mean? So they ain't really signed nothing to make me go, ooh, you know what I mean? I believe everybody good, man. He said Bobby Wagner or Marcus Peters. Uh it's a good question, man. You know what I mean? As old as both of them are, can we afford both? You know what I mean? I take both. You know what I mean? Uh Brother Nation Jason says the same thing. Both, man. Like, fuck it. Get them both, man. Like, you should be enough money. You know what I mean? Should be enough money, man. Dirty, but do you think we gonna get used to that? Because who is in the front office? They came from the Patriot system, and those guys got some system guys more than splash guys, and got them on cheap deals. Hey, look, if you can get the guys on cheap deals and it works, hey, home run. You know what I mean? But remember, the saying that the saying in life goes, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for, right? So if you pay low ass prices, don't don't expect high ass rewards. Now, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I remember Peters balling in Arizona too. Didn't he ball out in didn't he ball out in Arizona? Balled out in Kansas City? Like, didn't he ball out a couple of places? You know what I mean? Balled out a little bit in Baltimore. Hey, the guy could come in and coach up some of these defensive backs, especially the ones that we should be getting in the draft. You know what I mean? That's just my personal thought. You know what I mean? I think that, we're going to actually address our defensive backs and stuff inside the draft. There's some really, really good ones out there. I had planned on coming in and bringing some film with me with the top 5 corners, but I'll probably have to do that later in the week. I had some issues with the studio and had to get that fixed. So Peters would be an upgrade. Yes and no. I mean, technically, yeah, it'd be an upgrade because you don't have anything here right now anyway. I mean, you have what, 3, maybe two or 3 corners on your roster as it stands right now. You know what I mean? That you can maybe trust. I mean, I know 2 of them I could trust. I definitely trust Hobbs and Amik Robinson. But the other ones I have issues with. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm being 100% honest, I just, man, they really didn't do it for me last year. And I'm talking about Webb. Webb didn't really do it for me last year. Palomalu came on late, but he played safety really. You know, the other dudes I can't even remember their names, so that tells you how well they impressed me. You know, so Peters is a dog. Hey, I feel you, man. I feel you, man. I feel you. I think he's a dog. I don't know. I don't know how much left in the tank he got, but I don't know how much he got left in the tank. But you know, we have Hall, Crosby, and Amik. I'm gonna go with. We have Amik, Hobbs, and if we still have Hall played pretty well. You know what I mean? Not great, but he had his moments. You know what I mean? But Cosby, I'm good on Cosby. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to show me something. If I'm just basing it off what I saw from him last year, I'm not impressed at all. You know what I mean? Really not impressed with him at all. Um, but players make jumps in year two. You know what I mean? Players make jumps in year two. That's why I say I'm gonna go ahead and give this team till week 7. Especially this coaching staff. I'm gonna give them till week 7, bro. And see what happens. But said I'm hoping Perryman can somehow come back. Surprised he hasn't re-signed with the team. If I'm not mistaken, Perryman signed with the Texans. If I'm not mistaken, Perryman signed with the Texans. So yeah, I highly doubt that he comes back, Ash. You know what I mean? Perryman's gone. I'm not happy about it. You know what I mean? Because, I would have gave the money that we gave to Spleen, I think I probably would have gave to Perryman, if I'm being 100% honest. And it's not a knock on Spleen. You know what I mean? I just feel like I think I would have met with the Texans but left without a deal. Okay. Somebody said he signed with the Texans, so I mean, I'll be out of it sometimes, man. Like right now, I'm like having a hard time staying awake. But we're gonna continue on for another 36 minutes. It's only an hour show tonight. Gotta start getting me. Like I said, I gotta change my diet, man. You know what I mean? I really gotta change my diet. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So we're gonna move on. Darren Hearn says Rockets saying Marcus Peters, Shaquille Griffin are the best available corners. If we can bring back Rock and bring in Marcus, I think we should be fine at corner and trade back from 7. I'm not trading back. I'm not trading back. I'm not trading back from 7, bro. I'm not trading back. Like, I get what you guys want, you know what I mean? But God damn, man, you want to trade back and pick up more picks? Ain't 13 enough? 13 picks ain't enough for y'all, man? Seriously? Bro, you know how much money that's going to cost us in fucking rookie deals? I'm not trying to have 13 fucking picks, man. Being honest, bro, I'm not trying to have 13 motherfucking picks. I'm just not, bro. You know what I mean? And if I got to run with the 13, then let that be the fucking it, bro. Let that be, you know what I mean, the top. I don't need 15, 16, 17, 20 picks, man. You know what I mean? I think that's a little overboard. You know what I mean? And then you got to think about the price tag of that. You know what I mean? That's going to be an expensive price tag, man. And, you're going to be paying people that don't even work out. He met with the Texans but left without a deal. That's facts. All good. Salute. Hollins went to Atlanta. I don't give a fuck where Hollins went. Truthfully, Jason. Raider Nation Jason. Nah, I really don't give a fuck where Hollins went. I wasn't a fan of bringing him back, especially not for the type of money that he was asking for. So he says, I'd rather have 9 picks and get 5 good players. Hey, facts, bro. Facts, man. You know what I mean? Yoquan, they signed Yoquan Johnson. Okay. We need 6 good players on defense, 3 on offense. Hey, I can live with that. I can live with that, man. I can live with that. I don't need 13, 14, 15 motherfuckers coming in. You know what I mean? J-Dog, my dude, what's good with you? You know what I mean? Salute to you. Hopefully one of them draft picks fucking boots fucking Keelan Cole the fuck up out of here, bro. You know what I mean? Give me a wide receiver that's better than fucking Keelan Cole in the draft, bro. Give me a UDFA, bro. I'll take a UDFA that's better than fucking Keelan Cole. Truthfully, man. Like I'm not a fan of Keelan Cole. I don't hate the bro, but man, I'm just not a fan of him, dude. Like I feel like the kid plays scared, truthfully. You know what I mean? Now maybe that's just me, you know what I mean? But I personally think the kid plays scared. I don't have no room for that shit on my team, especially not in the fucking NFL. You know what I mean? If you was playing like for my high school team or some shit like that, then you know, what I mean, I'd be like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? He gotta be on the team. He's in high school, you know what I mean? But fucking my NFL team, I'm good, bro. I'm good. You know. Um, oh shit, man, my bad. Microphone. I didn't even realize the microphone was like 50 motherfucking feet away, bro. I apologize. I apologize. Um, he said Sims is better and Philip Dorsett. I don't think he makes the team. I do think Philip makes the team. Whatever McDaniels was smoking, re-signing Cole, I want to know so I can avoid that smoke. I feel you, bro. I feel you. What's up, Terrence, man? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good, man. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you now go and look at this wide receiver room, like it's pretty much all brand new. You know what I mean? Like this wide receiver room is pretty much all brand new, really. I mean, you still got DA here, and you still got hey, I don't think Cole makes the team over Philip Dorsett either. Uh fuck resigning Waller, Fluffy. I'm good on him, bro. He's gone for a reason. You know what I mean? If we're being 100%, he's gone for a reason. So uh he said Texans could be in the running for Lamar Jackson. That could shake up the draft big time and probably puts us in a situation where we can get a top QB. See, now I don't know if I really want to spend my first round pick on a quarterback. And I mean, it's nothing against anybody's opinion. It's just for me, I don't think I really want to. I don't think I really want to take a QB in the first round. Um, uh, my thoughts on Jimmy G ain't great. You know what I mean? Go sniper. My thoughts on Jimmy G are not great. When we went through it over, I know. I mean, I know you haven't been around, but we've gone through it. My I wish the kid the best. I hope he succeeds. My major concern with him is his health. Staying healthy, staying on the field, you know what I mean, avoid injury. That's my number one concern with him. If I feel like if he can avoid injury, he'll be all right. Wide receiver core will be Adam Sims, Phillips, Renfro, and DJ Turner. Mm, okay. Okay. Um, I would I'd probably take out DJ Turner and I'd go Adams, Sims, Adam Sims, Renfro, Phillips, and Jacoby Myers. I'm taking out DJ Turner. I'm gonna put in Jacoby Myers. You know what I mean? Uh, so that's where I'm at. You know, yeah. Me and Terrence has the same concern. You know what I mean? It would be his injury. What's up, Benjamin? Salute to you, fam. Hope all is well. Uh, DJ Turner might get cut. Yeah, I believe DJ might get cut too. That room crowded, man. That room crowded, especially if we draft one. You know what I mean? Especially if we draft a wide receiver or bring in a UDFA, that room gonna get real crowded. The only thing that I'm gonna ask McDaniels and Ziegler not to do this fucking year is go into the season with fucking 6 goddamn running backs, bro. We don't need 6 running backs, man. Come in with 3 running backs and 6 wide receivers, dude. Bring in the passing game. Like you can every game you can switch it up, man. You know what I mean? But damn it, I'm gonna be upset if we fucking look. How about we go 4-4 or 5-5? Let's go with 5 wide receivers, you know what I mean, and 4 running backs. How about that, man? 4 running backs, 5 wide receivers. I can live with that, man. That would be good. I'm cutting them both at the same time, Ghost Sniper. If I'm being honest, I'm cutting them both at the same time. You know what I mean? Just get it over with for them. You know, I like DJ, but you know, what I mean, just looking at the guys above him, before him, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to part ways with DJ. You know what I mean? The only way DJ Turner makes the roster is, you know, special teams gunner or something like that. Truthfully, um, Raider Nasty 650. What's good with you, Mike? Salute to you. I think we should take the best defender available at 7 and the best pass catcher available at 38. Okay, okay. Best defender at 7, I can see. I would take the best offensive lineman at 38, simply because I need somebody to protect Jimmy G. I think they brought in 6 backs because they weren't sure if Jacobs was going to stay healthy, and they wanted to make sure they had flexibility at that position. Yeah, but once you saw that Jacobs was healthy, you know what I mean, they made no changes in the middle of the season to actually really get any receiver depth when we was really struggling and needing it really badly. You know what I mean? So, and in a sense, I understand what you're saying. But also, once he proved that he was healthy and he was going to ball out regardless, they should have made some adjustments and they didn't. You know what I mean? So, it's defensive back, safety, linebacker, defensive end. Oh, or is that defensive interior? Okay. Says, can we cut Brandon Bolden? I hope so. I hope so. Truthfully, I'm not a fan of Brandon Bolden either, bro. Uh, I don't really think he did a whole lot last year. I think his season was lackluster. I expected a better performance from him. Didn't get it, and yeah, for me, I'm I'm tired of guys that are old, bro. Like, I mean, if we giving out opportunities to cats that's old, man. Fuck it. Call motherfucking Fred Taylor up and ask him if he still wants to play. Ask him if he got 6 games left in him, bro. I mean, if that's what we doing, giving contracts to motherfuckers that got 6 games in them, you know what I mean? Then shit, go get Fred Taylor, man. Ask him, hey man, you good for 6 games, bro? You know what I mean? You play week 1, and you can play week 4, and then you play week 7. Like, bro, like I'm good, man. You know what I mean? I'm good. So yeah, you can go ahead and cut Brandon Bolden, man. Hopefully that saves us some money. And yeah, motherfucker is slow, bro. He's slower than molasses, bro. Slow as shit, bro. He was brought to help teach the system, but he needs to. Hey, look, hey, teach from the goddamn sideline, nigga, in a sweatsuit and a motherfucking sweatshirt and a fucking baseball cap and a clipboard, man. I don't need you taking up a roster spot to teach nobody. Hope that tweet. All right, tackle saying, seen that tweet. All right, tackle saying him and Miller will be the best O line duo in the league. I just want to see it on the field, not words. Me too, bro. It's easy to say. It's easy to say a whole lot of shit, man. I can sit here and tell you I'm a goddamn millionaire. It doesn't fucking make it true. You know what I mean? Would you say this is a better wide receiver room than last year? I think we got 2 productive slot receivers. Yes, I would definitely by far say this should be a better productive offensive wide receiver room, bro. The way it's shaping up, it's on paper, it's already better. You know what I mean? Hopefully the production could be better as well. But yes, I believe this is a definite upgrade to the wide receiver room uh, over last year's wide receiver room. Um, There are a bunch of tackles this year. Yeah, but there's only two that I necessarily want in the early rounds. Sawarski from Northwestern, and what is that kid's name? He was up on my board last week. I forget what his name is. There's another kid out there. I'll bring it up in a minute. We'll probably Thursday. We'll probably go over offensive line film. For the pre-draft, we'll probably go over offensive line film. And Wednesday we'll go over defensive backs. So I will not be in tomorrow, but I will be in Wednesday and Thursday. And yeah, like I said, we'll go over defensive backs on Wednesday, and we will go over offensive linemen on Thursday. JT, what's good with you, fam? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Link is in the chat. You know what I mean? If you got time, you want to pull up, link is definitely in the chat. But yeah, there are a couple of tackles out there this year. And when you say a bunch, let's be honest, you mean five. There's five solid, solidified tackles out there. It's four guards, four top. When I say four, when I throw these low numbers out, these are guys that could start day one. You know what I mean? So there's five tackles that could start day one. There's four guards that can start day one, and there's six centers that can start day one. But I'm not sure if we're in the running for a new center as much as we'd probably be addressing that tackle position. Again, my apologies. So I haven't been feeling myself the last couple of days, truthfully. I don't know if I'm catching a cold or if I'm just tired or what, but moving on. Like I said, didn't come here to talk about my personal issues. Unlike some people do on their channels. Don't need you to pay my rent. Pay my own goddamn rent. So, I'm a drink and I'm a smoke on my channel too. So, as much as I respect that other person, man, if you watch me, bro, and you so happen to be watching right now, bro, let people be who they are and what makes them comfortable. A lot of people don't like what you do, but you know what? It's your show. You're gonna do what you want to do, right? So just respect everybody else and let them do their thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just how I feel. That's what I heard. Now I don't 100% know, but let's go check. Let's go check, man. That's what a computer is for. So let's see what the free agent signings for the Raiders are. Jacoby Myers. Ladies and gentlemen, guest backstage, the one and only Mr. IG comedian himself, the one, the only, the black motherfucking Hulk. Ladies and gentlemen, Kush from NWA. What's up, bro?
OG, what's happening?
I'm chilling, man. Salute. What's good
Bro,
with you?
hey man, you gotta get you some you gotta chop you up some lemons, man, and get you some hot.
Some what? He must be going through one of the mountains in Seattle. Must be down in Federal Way doing something. They got shitty reception in Federal Way. They got that shitty reception in Federal Way. Yeah, he said some hot. Yeah, well, I'm saying that's all I heard, Jolie, was some hot. I'm like, what? Hot what? Nigga, like, yeah, there's a lot of hot shit out there. Hot tamales. You know what I mean? Hot wheels, hot dogs,
For real.
hot women.
Man.
Like, ginger shots. I feel you. I feel you.
Ginger shots.
Hey, it sounds like a hell of a stripper name. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Ginger Shots.
Ginger coming up next.
Ladies
Ginger
and gentlemen,
shots.
coming to the stage, she knows how to make that ass clap. Get them
Sapphires
dollars out, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage to quench your thirst, Ginger Shots.
All the way from Austin, Texas.
Straight out of Saskatchewan, Canada.
I like that motherfucking wide receiver we signed
Cam
today.
Sims.
Yeah, he low key kind of cool. If he make it through training camp, because man, I be getting excited about motherfuckers, man, and then they don't even make it through training camp. The old Raiders, bro, man.
Shit. So
we was signing cats last year. They was making Pro Bowls on other teams. What was the dude? We had Eli Apple. Remember when we signed Eli Apple?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he went and decided he wanted to be all pro and shit. Some other spot.
It means def. All right, so let's see. We signed OJ Howard. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Willis.
He's a low-key good signing.
Jacob Bobbin Moore.
Who is that?
Long snapper.
Oh, okay.
Shit ass Jermaine Illuminor.
Mm-hmm. Man. Hey, we got him for the cheap though, because they said his net value was high.
Man, why we keep bringing Garasu back?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Curtis Bolton is back.
Yeah, he's special team guy.
Jerry Tillery. Mm-hmm. Fucking shit ass teamer.
They in love with teamer, bro.
Man, Jacob Janssen. Robert Spillane. Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
Brandon Faison again. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Marcus Epps and Jimmy G. So those are all the signings for that's all the signings for the Raiders in this free agency. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another special guest backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up out of the land down under. Looking clean as always, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, you need to know. You need to go check this brother's channel out. You also need to pick up some of his merch, the RWO merch, ladies and gentlemen. Me and him gonna have a conversation about that because this is goddamn NWA, and he done brought out some RWO, and it's too many goddamn nationalities and initials going around. Now, it's flat, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. AR-18, Afakasi Raider. What's up, Afi?
What's going on, brother? Is that you, Kush?
Yeah, what's up, brother? How you doing, fam?
What's going on, Kush? How are you, brother? I see you got your own merch going on, and a salute to everyone in the chat. Hey, look, we all got our own things going on. You got your thing, I got my thing.
Yeah, I don't do merch. I mean, I'm trying to do merch, but I don't really do merch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't sell shit.
Honestly, man, it was more about having a bit of fun. You know what I mean? If people want to support me, fantastic, happy days. But I'm just having some fun along the way. So.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with having fun and enjoying life, man.
That's it, my brother.
You know what I mean? We don't know when that final tick is going to tick. So,
hey, cool, Kev. You might want to check that comment for a second, eh? Nah, you cool, Kev. Anyway,
he said real women only. Hey, that's not nice, Cool Kev. That is not
Damn,
nice.
who's scared of you?
So
Man, you
what
gotta
if she's
choose
not
who's
real?
scared,
She
man.
can be
Is
fake.
that why I get the real women and you don't?
Why
Nah, I'm
is
just saying. I love
everyone
it.
hating on
He's
the
my
death signings?
brother right there.
So, Darren, the reason why motherfuckers is hating on the death, and I don't really think it's hating, more or less it's just pointing out, hey, look, there's a lot of good guys out there and you didn't sign them. You literally focused on backup pieces, and it was like, bro, it's an issue for some people, man. Some people are just tired of fucking seeing shit signings, dude. You know what I mean? Like some of these guys are just you know their names. We don't really know what they can do. You know, we hope.
Man,
we
it feel like we went shopping and we didn't really, you know what I'm saying, we didn't have a budget, you know what I'm saying? So we out there on somebody else's budget. And bro, we out there buying, besides getting the real Coca-Cola, we getting the good value shit, the Walmart brand. We getting cheap players.
You know what it's like? Kush, it ain't even like that. It's like this.
What's that?
It's like you go to the car dealership, right? You go to 5 different car dealerships. You find the car that you like, right? But you don't buy the motherfucker, but yet you go buy the stereo, you go buy the rims, you make your appointment for tint. Yeah, I mean, you tell all your homies, and then you go fill out the paperwork, and you don't get the goddamn car.
Hey, that's true too. We sure ain't got the damn car. We ain't got the car no more.
You spent the goddamn money on everything else. You didn't have a goddamn down payment for the car.
You know,
I'm just saying.
It's a weird feeling.
When the rims don't fit.
It's a weird feeling, man. It's a weird feeling to be in right now in Raider Nation, man. The vibe is crazy right now. You know what I mean?
I feel like the Raiders are like me when it comes to women, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody always like, look, I tell a motherfucker real quick, bro. Tell a motherfucker real quick, nigga. My credit card is maxed the fuck out, bro. I can window shop and I can walk by and I can look at the window all goddamn day, but I'm not touching nothing and I ain't buying shit, nigga. My cards are maxed the fuck out.
Man, for real. Hey, they like, hey, look, hey, you better go over there and go check that discount section over there. Even then, you ain't getting shit.
Tell bitch real quick, you better get the fuck away from me, bitch. Away from me.
That's the day.
I ain't playing no goddamn games with you, bitch. You better get the fuck away from me.
Hey, just how you say it like that, you better get the fuck away from me.
You better get the fuck away from me, bitch. I ain't got no goddamn time for me playing no goddamn games with you, bitch.
I ain't got no time to play that bullshit with you.
Bullshit, man. Ladies and gentlemen, backstage, got another guest real quick to bring out my boy, my brother, my cousin, my fam bam, the one, the only, the king of the smoke nigga, that 420 hour, the one, the only, Raider Gabe. What's up, Gabe?
Raider Gabe.
Oh, shit, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and put an extra 30 minutes on the show, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and put an extra 30 minutes on the show. I wasn't here for too long. I'm still not here for too long. You know what I mean? Do an hour and a half, which is a short show for me.
Hey man, listen, we saw our brother in some weak spirits, bro. So I had to hop on it. You know what I mean? Do whatever I could do to support my brother.
I'm just
smoke one with your boy.
I'm just tired, bro. Like, truthfully, I'm just like tired. All I want to do really is I just want to go disappear for like 3-4 days and not do nothing, bro.
Yeah, just you need that, bro.
Do nothing. Just get up, take a piss. You know what I mean? Get something to drink, maybe something to eat, get back in my bed, watch some TV, and pass the fuck out. That's all I want to do.
Binge watch some shit.
Yeah, I've been ripping and running and trying to complete these projects at my job, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I like to play golf on my days off, and you know what I mean? Like, I feel my time. I fill my days up with shit to do. So I'm not my worst enemy. You know what I mean? If I leave myself with time.
The thing about it though, bro, is like everything is in seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to remind myself the same bullshit because I be trying to run the same pace, 365, And you got to realize, man, you got times where you know what I'm saying, no, pause, you got to plant that seed, you know what I'm saying, you got to fertilize and you got to watch it sow. So, like, you can't be at the same fucking pace, man, because, like, I'll be traveling and think I could do that shit all the time, and then my old ass would just crash, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to
I
know when to
feel you.
take your breaks, man.
Nah, I went. I had to go. I went and got a new TV for the studio. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I went and got new lights for the studio.
Oh, that's
I
what's
went.
up, man.
I went and got new. So my green screen was just pinned up with thumbtacks behind me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was just pinned up, and every time I opened the garage, that motherfucker would take one of the
Oh, I
pins
got
out or something. I had to end up going back up there. So I went and got me some motherfucking curtains. You know, a curtain rod and some motherfucking clips, and now my shit slides back and forth. You
Oh,
know
that's
what I
what's up.
mean? So I went and upgraded that. I went and got some new LED lights. These motherfuckers got speakers on them too, bro. That was the cold part about it, man.
That's a good pickup.
I went
It
and
looks
got
like you got yourself a new camera as well.
no, that's that new LED light that's up there.
It's just that LED popping, huh?
Yeah, that LED is, you know what I mean? Like that motherfucker's bright as shit, bro.
Have
Why
you
is the only the bottom corner to move like that?
Because I'm in OBS.
All right, all right.
Okay.
have you updated your camera? Because your camera looks different than what it did like a few months
Nah,
ago.
I play with the settings. I play with the settings in my camera. But like it's been the tower, the internet the internet, um, lights, things of that nature, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Being able to play with certain filters and adjust shit. Ladies and gentlemen, backstage, the king of controversy, the one, the only, my brother, Mr. J to the T. What's up, J Tizzle?
Oh, we
JT.
doing good. We doing good. You know what I'm saying? Something over here. Something,
Shit. Ain't
something
back.
over here. We doing good.
Hey, make sure you turn the fire off before you sit down to talk to
Oh,
us.
that's
All
gonna be
right.
over this time.
Hey, leave the camera on right now so we could just, take it step by step.
Oh, it's pretty much done already.
Charles Washington, what's good with your
Nah,
family?
just fucking
You
with
up
you.
all
All
as well.
right.
JT,
Yes,
what's
sir.
going on, brother? Is it you who's an UCLA fan, or is that you, Dirty?
Yes, sir. That's
Yeah,
that's Jay.
that's right.
Okay, so I went to the store today and I picked up some Raider gear like this and a few others. And as I was checking out at the store, they offered to give me a $5 like recycle bag, and they gave me a choice of 5 bags, and the bag that I chose was.
That's what I'm talking about.
What was the other
That's
ones?
what I'm talking
If
about.
that was the best
All,
decision,
they
what
were
was the
all
other bag?
garbage ones, like nothing you would have heard of. This
They
is
didn't have USC.
yeah, whatever.
They didn't have USC.
Yeah,
Why would they have USC?
I would have took an Arm & Hammer baking soda bag over that shit, bro. I'd have
They had
took
like
Arm & Hammer baking
vegetables
soda,
and like
bro.
teddy bears, and then this was like the only sport one. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that one.
That's the ally. That was, that's the best
Hey,
team in the West Coast.
so go ahead and just burn that bag, man. Yeah, I mean, go ahead and burn that bag. It'll bring you good luck.
Don't do that. You got the ghost of Wooden on you.
Now, hey,
Hey,
what? You guys are what in the Sweet 16?
Yeah, we the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Brett
the
Brown
Sweet
someplace
16.
shouting out to you.
There's been a lot of fucking upsets that I've seen.
Yeah.
It was like a fucking 16 seed took out a 1 seed or something like that.
Yep.
Yep.
Was it Fayetteville?
That's crazy.
Fayetteville
And
beat Purdue, but
Kentucky
Purdue
beat
shouldn't have been number one.
Kentucky beat Kansas or something. No, Princeton.
hey,
Princeton
was it
Kansas,
who
bro.
went to Purdue? Who went to Purdue? Wasn't it Stu that went to
Who
Purdue?
went to Purdue?
Yeah, still went to Purdue. Yeah, he ain't responding to people.
They got fucked up in the first round when they were a number 1 seed.
At Real Sports, links in the chat, bro. You know you're more than welcome to pull up, man. Would love to hear how you feel about that guy over there on your team, man. I'm not gonna bring him up, but I'd love to know how you feel about that guy on your team, bro. I know you and your partner have been back and forth about it. But whenever you got some time, holla at your boy, man. Uh,
Yep.
so, how y'all feeling about the signings of today, man?
And
How
more
y'all
depth.
feel about that?
More depth. I like the Sims because like that's kind of like a little kind of like a replacement for fucking Mac. You know, he's a big wide receiver, dog, 6'5", and you can use him, you know, in like when they spread him out, you can use him kind of like a tight end, like put him in the tight end, you know, slot. He's a big motherfucker. But Jordan Willis, that one's pretty cool the only thing I just don't like about it is kind of like their lateral moves, dog, because like yeah, you lose Cleveland Farrell, you get a Jordan Willis, kind of the same player, you know what I mean? And but it's like like it's like they're just doing lateral moves, and I'm just waiting. Like, when is it gonna be? You know, get somebody that's gonna actually make a difference on the defense. You know what I mean? I like the Marcus Epps pickup. That one was a good one. Robert Spillane has potential. He's not good coverage. He needs to fix that up. I just overall, I think we need to make a splash on something, dog. You know?
Yeah.
I don't even think that it's lateral. To be honest, like for me, it seems like their focus is all right. We're gonna be looking at the draft to build our roster and not go
For sure.
heavy on trying. I mean, look, for me personally, it's been a pretty underwhelming to say the least free agency. But look, I've made peace with it. It looks to be that we're going to be going into a rebuild season, and you better buckle up because it could be a rough ride for the short term. But you know what? As long as we end up better in the long term on the other side, then I guess whatever it takes. But yeah, don't be surprised.
I think our offense though is like is good. As long as what's name can stay healthy, I think the offense can run smooth. Just because he kind of will pick up the offense a little bit easier, and he'll do exactly what If the reads will be kind of faster. Just I'm not saying he's better than Carr or whatever like that. I don't even want to get into that. I'm just saying like it'll be a little bit more smooth because he knows the system a little bit better. And then he's not known for a big arm, but he has two slot guys who can move the chains. And then you got your big receiver, and you're fucking the best running back in the game. I think our offense is gonna be cool. And it's just, I mean, and then they say, rebuild. I mean, rebuild the defense, but shit, we didn't even really have a defense last year to begin with. So we're like, it's not even rebuilding; it's just building a defense. Actually, you know what I mean? It's actually just building one. So I think that's why they're what they're doing with the draft. That they just have to build one through the draft because last year was just, I mean, it was so bad that it's like, what is it worth to rebuild that? There was like the only pieces you can save are really what Hobbs and fucking
Kobe.
Max are like actual, staples.
Yeah.
I tell you what, dog, that one dude that we signed from San Francisco, that defensive end, I
Jordan
went in.
Willis,
What I like
he's
to,
pretty good.
yeah, what I like to do is whenever we sign a new player, no matter. I mean, for the garbage players, I usually don't mind them, but for like someone who I don't really know about, I'll go see the other teams, their chat. You know what I'm saying, to see what they're talking about. And dog, I'll tell you what, man, the Niner fans are mad as fuck. That was a low
Yeah, they
key.
are.
They were all pissed off, bro.
On Twitter, yeah, I seen that shit.
Yeah.
On
You saw
Twitter,
that
they were
shit
they
too,
were pretty
gang?
fucking mad that they lost him, yeah, because they were like, he didn't even play much, and he still was, like, because they have a dominant line, so he didn't play much, but when he was playing, he was doing his job, you know
Nice.
what I mean? So he was solid,
He was
he's,
real
he was
nice.
a solid player.
Yeah, I agree with Terrence's comment. We're building the defense through the draft, and you know, as I said, that's going to take time. It's going to take a season, maybe even 2 seasons for it to be up to speed. If it takes quicker than that, fantastic. But if we're not really moving forward, like on the offense, it's more of a lateral move. And on defense, we're building through the draft. It's like I said, it's going to take time. So I've kind of made peace with it now that like it's more than likely going to be a rebuild season and it's going to be a rough ride. But like I said, I just hope for for the long run it pans out.
It could be a rebuild season when you go and look at the contract that they gave to Garoppolo. It's actually really only a 1-year contract. You know what I mean? It's not a 3-year
Oh,
contract. It's
too.
1 year. It's actually a
What?
1-year contract. It's
But
really
it's
a
a big
1 year.
cap hit. No, it's a big cap hit if they let
So
him go after 1.
no, if they let him walk, they would owe him 11.5 unless he signs with a team that would pay him the 11.5, and then we would wash our hands with him.
And he
Yeah,
gets
but you
another
think if he
11.5
sucks
bonus
here,
next year.
You know what I mean? Do you think if he sucks here that we're gonna get rid of him? You think the team's gonna take him for 11.5?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is his last, pretty much, chance, I think, dog. Because like, if he's not able to stay healthy or do something like that, that's just gonna be, a recurring theme on 3 teams. It's
Well,
just when are you gonna
I
show
don't,
us?
I
So it's
don't
like,
know. Look at Jameis Winston, bro. This motherfucker can't stay healthy to save his
what
life.
I mean is, what is his contract like? 5 million a year? Like
Man,
all these
But if you
backup
look
quarterbacks
at
are getting like five
if
million a year.
we keep Jimmy next year too, I think he also gets a roster bonus too of another. He gets an additional 11.5 or 11.6,
no,
and then his
that
salary
would be
next year is
all it
11.
is. All it
I
is
think we would have to
Okay.
eat it.
or
I think we
his
would have to
whole
eat it and probably release him.
no, his whole salary is wrapped up in a roster bonus for next year.
Yeah, 11.25 is wrapped up in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if he sucks this year, I think we get rid of him next year. I think you just eat whatever you need to eat the other of the fucking cap hit, because it's like I don't think a team's gonna take him, so you're gonna have to. I think you're probably gonna have to release him, because if he
Yeah, he
sucks,
gone.
there's no way. I don't think a team takes him for 11 million or whatever they're gonna have to pay him next year. Something like that.
So he's on the hook for the next 2 years, 11.25. Then in 2025, he's going to be getting paid 22.5.
No, he gets 22.5 this year, and he's on the hook for 11.5 next year if he's on the roster and he doesn't find another team that will pay him the 11.5 to be their quarterback. But we pay him 22.5 this year. So we
Well,
get
if we
this
suck,
year and next year's contract is all in 1 year, but we can walk away we can opt out and walk away next year. And yeah. So
Yeah,
well,
if
hey,
that's the case, then it'll be 24.25 if there's only 1 year, and it'll be
yeah,
a dead cap hit of 18 mil.
it's a lot.
no, I just
He's
told
supposed
you
to be 62.
I just
I'm
told
looking
you
at it
how
right
it
now.
broke down. I read the
looking-
contract 5 times just to make sure I knew what the fuck I was what I was looking at. And the way it
So
breaks
next
down, he
year,
gets 22.5 this year. He's owed 11.25 next year in a signing bonus as his fucking pay, and that is it. If we find a team that will pay him 11.5, we don't owe him shit.
I'm gonna do.
but if we can't find the team, we just have to release them and take that hit, right?
We would keep him on the roster for 11.5. He would play because he's not owed another dime after that. That is his.
As a
That is his.
backup.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Because
we
I mean,
paid
if he
Mariota
sucks this
that.
year, yeah, if he sucks this year, they're gonna. It's obviously there's somebody coming in for him. You know what I mean?
But
I
real
think
talk, do y'all think he gonna make it next year though?
Shit, I'm not
like
jumping in next year. I'm trying to get through this year first.
yeah. What I'm saying
Right.
is if Garoppolo can last a couple of games, if you get a solid backup even here to come in here, dog, it's like I think they can thrive in this in this with these offensive weapons. Like somebody maybe fucking who's out there still as a backup.
Hey, look, at the worst case scenario,
Nobody.
this nigga goes 6-0 and goes down, and Chase Garbers comes in, and we make the playoffs.
Or well, there's still a
We
draft
know
too.
who you root for, big dog. Yeah, we already know.
14-3, we make the playoffs under Chase Garbers.
I think they should take that quarterback from Georgia, dog. Fucking late. He's supposed to be going like in the
Bro, we
6th
got him
round,
in this.
seventh
Yeah,
round.
he crazy.
Bennett, I would take that for as a backup, dog. Fuck it,
Yeah,
Dirty,
he
do
could
you
fall short.
still? Sorry, Gabe.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Sorry, I thought you finished. Dirty, do you still think that we're not going to be drafting a quarterback in the draft?
I don't think so.
So from what I'm hearing, they're looking at Will Levis.
Say it ain't so.
From what I'm hearing, he might get a second interview, another interview.
Okay.
From what I heard, they mind was made up on the dude from Stanford, but they wasn't taking him to the 3rd round.
I mean, if what you
I
got
don't
is
want him to. Personally, I don't want him to draft a quarterback this year. I'd rather wait till next year when the better quarterbacks come out. But that's just me.
Yeah,
We
because
do.
it's not just Caleb next year. It's a
A
lot of
lot of good defensive talent.
Yeah, it's a
Have
lot
we-
of good quarterbacks next year.
A lot of defense this year too, man. We gotta
It's
stock
more
up, bro.
defense than anything this year, and you got better
Mhm.
quarterbacks next year. That's why I'm a fan of waiting until next year. But again, that's just me. You know what I mean? That's just me. That's how I'm feeling as a fan, man. I'm not feeling none of these cats are actually look. They can all be good, but I don't think any of these cats are Super Bowl caliber quarterbacks. I think next year's draft has at least 2 or 3 quarterbacks that could actually get you to a Super Bowl in the next 4 years.
If we're gonna draft the quarterback in the latter rounds, I'm taking Stetson Benton, the kid from Georgia.
That's what I'm saying. He's a winner, dog. Two national championships.
Alpha what you think, bro?
Sorry, I was just in the middle of texting my mom. What'd you say?
Oh, what's up, Bob? QB, bro. You taking one in the draft this year?
Yeah, I've been consistent in saying I think whichever way we went in free agency, we will be drafting a QB. If it's early, but it will be at some point in time. Like it's almost a shoo-in for me. Ideally, I want us to concentrate on the defensive side of the ball, but I wouldn't be mad if we use one of our picks to take a quarterback, and hopefully he can be the face of the franchise moving forward if it ain't Jimmy G.
Who would you take a QB, bro?
Who would I take? Not gonna lie, I kind of like AR-15, I guess for obvious reasons, but also I know there's something about him. Like I know there's issues with his accuracy at times under live fire, but I don't know him as a prospect. It excites me. So yeah, I like him. I like Hendon Hooker as a second round guy. If we take a defensive player in the first round as a possible second round guy, I like him. Outside of that, like I don't watch too much college tape, so my knowledge when it comes to that stuff is pretty limited. But those are the two names of guys I do like and would be excited if we were to take a flyer.
See, I'm with Darren Hearn on this one right here. You know what I mean? Been at parties too much, it wouldn't be good for him to be here in Vegas.
He does have a little bit of Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Oh no, not even close.
Yeah.
I think he was just celebrating the fucking, the national championship.
He's nice though. His game is nice, bro. He tore that damn combine up, man.
He just doesn't know how to celebrate like a pro, but that's something that you get taught. That's all that is. It's just an experience.
Hanging around with
for the same reason you're willing to pass on Jalen Carter, I'm willing to pass on this fucker too.
Fuck, I'm willing to take both.
Jalen Carter has a repeat history.
I still would take Jalen Carter if he was there at 7.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dog.
Yeah, I'm taking him. Welcome,
dog.
We need a generational talent at on the defensive side of the ball. Something we haven't had outside the first round since Khalil Mack in with the first round pick outside of Khalil
JT.
Mack. So,
I gotta get with you, bro.
Man, thank you for being here.
And Dirty, bro, I got a business proposition that we need to do for the nation, bro, for damn sure. Like if we get these players, we really need to donate something. Because I was reading about how I guess I don't want to bring up too much with Ruggs, but just real quick about that. I guess the night that shit happened, like he tried to dial a ride to be able to get through the league, and it wasn't available that night, from what I was reading. But man, that gives to me, man, that gives an opportunity for something, man. Somebody needs to be out here driving for these boys, man. Like that dude's Jalen Carter's 20 years old. He's gonna be 21 years old coming into whatever team.
He actually called DC, and DC was asleep, and he didn't hear the phone.
Yeah,
but
that part too.
DC that night, and DC's ringer was off.
Yeah, they are supposed to have a free service or something like that, like a free car service.
That kills me, dog. That kills me, bro.
Problem, what's good with you? But shit, he could have called Uber. He ain't broke.
Bro, he could have called me. I'd have been like, sit tight. I'm gonna find somebody for you. Loon, where you at? I know you in Vegas. Go pick the homie up.
Yeah.
Hey, we would have called somebody. We got an Uber or something.
I think Loon would have drove that night.
Hey, he would have got on a bicycle straight up.
Well, Loon don't drive. Loon don't got no car.
Yeah. I
Let
don't
him
mean to
go
make light of the
thrive, bro.
situation though, but yeah, man, we would have made some type of way. So I think there's an opportunity there for if we're gonna bring a young player in like that, we got to make sure that we got our shit dialed in with it, fan base and all, because
I just
that
watched
would
that
be a
fool's
opportunity. What you say?
I just watched that fool's tape, dog, and that fool's tape just like 'cause I've been watching all like the defensive tackles tape, shit like that, dog. Like that fool is just different, dog.
Insane, man. I like Kancey too from Pittsburgh though. I
Yeah, I
like
know,
I
yeah,
like his
for
game a
sure.
lot, man.
But the way that fucking Carter dog that he uses his hands and then he's fucking big, fast, strong. That fool's fucking crazy, dog.
Hey, what you guys think about our free safety position though? Like that's you think we're gonna bring somebody in from the draft? Is there any
Warwick,
good free
to
safeties at
replace
all?
Warwick.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's somebody there, yeah, but if not, then no. Like
I haven't
there's
seen
just too much. There's too much to address that you can't address in this draft.
They
Yeah.
gotta
Like,
just
like I mean, it's gonna be a point of like diminishing returns in the draft.
Right.
yeah, they gotta
I haven't
address
seen
corner
good
dog
quality.
somehow with
So
this.
I mean, that's at the point I'm at with these free. Like, I don't care what anybody say. There's maybe one decent signing in here, and the problem with that is the signing is a position we actually didn't need to address with receiver. Like, I like Jacoby. I like Jacoby Myers is the best signing we have. Like Jordan Willis, bro. Like he had like what 3 tackles this year. You know what I'm saying? 2 of
No,
them was that.
yeah,
I'm sorry. Like, he had 12. He had 12 tackles. I mean,
yeah.
like
But
he's a
I feel you.
good solid
It's
additional
that
piece. Like this.
potential.
I'm sorry, you going in and out, Gabe.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Now, what were you saying?
No, I just said I think that probably they're mostly like basing it off potential, which I agree. Dog, that's a risk, and it's hard to take that risk because you really haven't seen nothing from them so far. So it's like, but you like I think who was saying, Kush, like players, even the players were saying, like fuck, bro, like like they were taking it. They're kind of taking it bad, like about the Jordan Willis, like losing him pretty much off the team.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
that could also just mean he was a good guy in the locker room and shit like that. And
Exactly, because
yeah,
he's been in the league 8 years and he's only started 2 games in 8 seasons. Like, come
Oh,
on,
you talking
man.
about the DN from San Francisco?
Yeah, he's a solid additional piece. So like him as a replacement for the starters, I like that. But him to come in and possibly be a starter and impact player, no, he's not going to be that.
No.
There's only
The
2
only thing
starters. There was only 2 starters signed in free agency. You know what I mean?
Jimmy G
and Epps. Those are only 2 guys that are solidified.
I think Jacoby Myers going to start.
Jacoby Myers could be starting.
I think he's a starter. Who's the other guy?
Me personally, I think the only 2 cats that are actually for sure penciled in as starters right now is Epps and motherfucking Jimmy G. I think everybody else got to battle it out.
I think Spillane is gonna play that because just
but he's got to fight for that.
Yeah, but default, I think he's better than any of the dudes that we have.
He's gonna have to
fight for that. They say that DN from San Francisco, the only thing that he's known for, they said that he had the greatest, and this is what they were talking about on Twitter, about 5 or 6 posts that I've read. They said that he had the greatest play in San Francisco Niners legend. For whatever the fuck he did, he had some type of play. Yeah, he had some type of block kick.
He blocked the field goal and then
I'm like, wait a minute,
to send him to the AFC Championship. NFC.
Yeah, I'm like, man, somewhere
haven't they won multiple Super Bowls?
Listen, somewhere Dwight Clark's family is fucking mad as fuck because they talking about that shit. That was the greatest fucking play that San Francisco ever had. And fuck San Francisco, but I got to see this damn play,
I think
bro.
Myers and Sims battle it out for fucking starting position, bro.
I'd love to see it. I want to see if
I think Myers and Sims has to battle it out for the fucking starting position, bro. For the wide receiver number 2, they got to battle it out. You said you wanted to see a battle in motherfucking camp, nigga. There's your battle. Your battle for number 2. I don't know which one of them is your starter right now. I
just want Cole gone. I'm just glad that Cole's going to go.
I was going to say Twan's favorite player just got re-signed today, didn't he? Keelan Cole.
He won't.
He got re-signed? What?
Yeah, I don't think he'll make the team though.
Wait,
Because
wait. I'm being honest. Has he
Come
signed?
on,
Because
bruh.
I'm looking at signings, and they ain't been updated. It hasn't been
So
updated on the Raiders page.
let
Of
me give you the list of
Damn.
let me give you the list of Raider signings for up until now, bro. Up from today on, from the day one to now. So as of today, OJ Howard, Jordan Willis, Jacob Bobbin Moore, long snapper, Jermaine Illuminor, Horonis Grasu,
backup center.
Curtis Bolton, Jerry Tillery, Roderick Teamer, Philip Dorsett, Jacob Johnson, Robert Spillane, uh, Jacoby Myers, Brandon Faison, Marcus Epps, and Jimmy G. There is no mention of Keelan Cole anywhere in a re-signing, and that was as of 4 hours ago.
Okay,
Some
it
of
was
those
it
pictures
was
are
posted on the sorry, on the IG. Maybe
Yeah,
it hasn't been official yet,
he's,
but
he's still unrestricted.
okay.
Cole is.
I think it's just so like new. I think they just signed them like in the last couple hours.
Yeah, they re-signed Abdullah,
It'll be
Curtis
official tomorrow.
Bolton.
I'm
was that
seeing
long
it on
snapper that we
Twitter too
signed up?
from
Tillery,
He did have
Teamer.
that one clean catch though. He had that one clean
Brandon
ass catch
Parker got
that looked like he
re-signed.
was out of bounds.
Who was that
Cole.
long snapper we signed up?
That's the Jacob
He's
Bobbin
cool.
Newmore.
He's from
What do you
Denver.
guys think of that? Us replacing Trent C. That's a move I didn't like. I
That,
mean,
that's
I
actually a
think
big
it was a
position.
move. I think it was a move to free up $1 million. That's it. They saved like I guess like
did they? I heard
$1
it
million.
was. I heard we were paying Sieg less than what we're paying
I
this
don't
new guy. And for me, it's just like, okay, yeah, he was penalized 4 times, but it's like, well, for me, he was an integral part of that
Dog.
kicking unit
Look
that
who
was
look
pretty
who
much
look who our
perfect. So
look
it's
who our
like,
special
well,
team coordinator is, bro. Like he don't make no fucking sense, dog. Like
I don't know.
our special teams coordinator is just a yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He said Vic
For me,
Taper.
we
Vic
were paying less
Taper.
for a guy who, for me, was doing a great job. I mean, Daniel Carson, there was Daniel Carson was near perfect the last 2 seasons, and I would like to see Trent Sieg had a big part of that. So why change something that ain't broken?
There's a special stat about that says about the units that have long snappers and their efficiency rate affects the overall winning status of a team.
Base
Too,
salary was one
It's like
one
they
million
got
30,000.
Adam Schefter and that fool Vinny all reported that that he resigned. Keelan Cole resigned.
Okay. How much? Did they say how much?
Nah, they don't say how much. It just says like I'm just reading all like the tweets. It's from Vinny, that fool Vincent
knows the
Bonsignor,
playbook. He knows the playbook.
Big Taper,
Got a
and
year
then
under
fool
the
Adam
playbook.
Schefter was the first to tweet it.
Yeah, he got a year under the playbook. I'm good with it then. Fuck it. I can't cry about it. He's signed. Fuck it. Welcome back. Hey, he knows
So
the playbook. He's 2 years under it.
Hey, he did tie that. He did tie that game, dog. Fucking
Yeah. Hey,
you
that
know,
motherfucker was out of bounds, bro. I thought he was out of bounds.
hey,
man.
it's cold, dog. Hey, the Jays saved them. The Jays fucking saved them.
They did. They need to sign up to a little deal.
hey, Avocado, he makes 20,000 less.
Who the new guy?
Yeah, he's making 25,000 less.
I wonder why they fucking took.
Still, like it's still a case of
We have another guy.
I mean, in his next
Hold
two
on, hold on,
in his
hold
next
on,
two
hold on,
seasons, he'll be
hold on.
making more.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have special guest backstage. Want to bring him out real quick. We can go ahead and continue on with it. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the founder of Brown Crackers, the owner of Yes Sir Outdoors, and all your camping needs. If you need to figure out how to tie a knot, you need to tune into his channel. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Mr. Raider Twan. What's up, Twan?
Speaking of which, how are you, Twan?
What's up, Twan?
Go ahead and talk. I'll jump in later. I know y'all was in mid conversations. Blessings to everybody.
Give us your rendition of Keelan Cole under the highball. I want to see that again.
Bro, that made my night right there, bro.
Get ready. It's about to happen, dog.
What's about to happen?
Wait, what's about to happen?
What's up, Omar?
Hey, he look like a bobblehead.
Yeah, he do. And he be talking mad shit in the locker room too, bro. Like you hear his interview afterwards, like he be talking that shit. He's like, yeah, I caught that shit. Like, what you expect?
Probably why they caught him. That's probably why they
so here's my thing, Darren, real quick. If that's the case, man, so what's the deal with Hunter? What do we do with Hunter Renfrow? Hunter Renfrow's the backup?
Come on.
I mean, that's the battle. You brought him in, and you know,
Renfrow has been a great Raider up until now, and he's been one of the best, if not the best, slot receiver for the last 2-3 years. Like last year, he had a down year, but we're not going to give him a chance to find his way back after injury.
I think this offense is more like weapons based, bro. I don't think it's even like by like number one, number two receiver. Like don't have two slot receivers out there. You know what I mean? They've done it before with Julian Edelman and Danny Amendola. You know what I mean? They've done that before. So it's like I think they could run two slot receivers with DA. You know what I mean? Sometimes and then just you know what I mean. If they really want to spread it out,
you definitely can do that. If you run the 4 wide, 2 on the outside, 2 on the inside,
whatever it may be. But I mean, surely we've got to be able to find a role again for Hunter Renfrow. I mean, he's
for sure.
I said it before. I'll say it again. He's been a great Raider, one of the best slot receivers in the league up until last year. He had a down year, but surely we can give him a chance to find his way back, and he will find his way back. Are we really going to just cast him aside like yesterday's garbage? I don't believe it.
I'm gonna say it again. He's bringing in his guys. And Gabe, you said who were the 2 guys you just mentioned?
Julian Edelman and Danny Amendola.
Their game is nothing like Hunter Renfrow's. Huh? Josh McDaniels already showed you he has a problem trying to scheme Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow's not a speed guy. Julian Edelman and their speed. They're speed guys. They're speed slots. Hunter Renfrow's not. Hunter Renfrow's a route runner. He's not slow.
Fast, JT. Like,
he's not slow, but
he's deceptively fast once he's got
that. Hunter Renfrow is not a route runner. You just stop that, bro. He is not a route runner. That was one of the reasons that Gruden was like, you know what, man, just go ahead and go out there and do your own damn thing.
That's what he was doing against Jalen Ramsey, though.
Bro, but he's not your typical route runner, bro. He doesn't run routes like your top wide receiver would.
But it doesn't mean he's known for route running, though.
He's not known for route running. He's known for one route, the China route.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Name me another route that Hunter Renfrow is famous for. Because the China routes are all the ones that he took to the house.
It's just he's known for one, but it doesn't mean he can't run the others.
I mean, he can't because he doesn't know how to square off a route. He rounds everything.
But that's
literally all 3 guys. I just checked their 40 times. They're literally the same. Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola, and fucking Hunter Renfrow. They literally ran identical 40s when they were timed.
Yeah, when they play on the field with pads on, they don't look. That ain't the same game.
Renfrow has run away from people, bro. What are you talking about? He's nowhere near slow.
You're telling me that Hunter Renfrow?
I said he's deceptively quick.
No, I'm not, okay, but Josh McDaniels doesn't know how to scheme for him.
Josh McDaniels doesn't seem to know how to scheme for too many people.
Well, I'll tell you this though, Hunter Renfrow is a lot better than Danny Amendola, though.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
I would say Renfrow is better.
I can't disagree. I can't agree with you. But again, it's the coach who's going to make him the player he is. He's only made Hunter Renfrow a worse player than what he is. He's shown he doesn't know what to do with Hunter. He can't coach Hunter. He's bringing in guys who are going to replace Hunter. He's going to give him a chance in training camp, and if it doesn't work out, he's going to be gone in the middle of the season. Like, I don't understand why you guys can't see that.
Just for me,
that's going way too far. I mean, if they wanted Hunter gone, and they didn't think Hunter actually fit in here, they would have traded him off just like they just traded off everybody else.
I'll be honest. I don't think they know. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know what they had. They were trying to figure. Like I said, he didn't know what he had.
They had till Friday to do it. They had till last Friday to do that shit at 4 p.m.
They're still trying to figure it out.
They have until June, I think.
I just think he's gonna be a big asset for fucking Jimmy G. Exactly. He plays in the perfect hands of Jimmy G. They're both games. Myers and Renfrow. They're gonna change.
I would think so. I mean,
I'm just happy that we can debate about this because we actually got good receivers that we can actually talk about.
See, here's what Hunter Renfrow has right here, and Omar said it best. It's elusiveness. It's not the same thing as route running.
Yes.
He's elusive. It's not the same thing as route running.
Okay, come on, Dirty. He destroyed Ramsey with route running in spring. He was destroying everybody in getting his Renfrow route.
You know what makes Hunter Renfrow good? You know what really makes Hunter Renfrow good? Hunter Renfrow doesn't quit on a play. That's why it always seems like he actually knows how to run routes. But let's think about it. Look at the routes that were given to him. He wasn't given the whole tree. Hunter Renfrow runs specific routes, and it's usually a slant to the inside, and he sits, or he slants to the inside and he cuts out. And if that's not there, then he cuts up the field. Hunter Renfrow doesn't run that many routes, bro.
No, he doesn't need to have all the routes because he runs so good. He could beat you with 3
minutes. I actually saw him where he was really he ran the whole route tree. If you look back on it, that game against Houston, when he was the starter, that was the one time where that motherfucker balled out and he played outside of his actual route tree. Or his
against Indianapolis. Against Indianapolis, he did it against Kenny Moore. He did it against Kenny Moore.
Even against Dallas. Didn't he have a great game against Dallas?
Against the Chargers where he balled the fuck out too.
That's what I'm saying. You can't have that many good games, dog. He's gonna be a good receiver for us this year.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good.
But
bad coaches make good players look awful, and that's what Josh McDaniels is doing on.
Hold on, wait a minute. I can't agree with that. One of the reasons why Hunter Renfrow wasn't even available for more than half of the season.
And when he was available, when he was available, what did he do?
He got hurt.
No. Even before that, he had maybe 1 or 2 targets. None of the routes that he had, nothing was there. He wasn't even running stuff that they ran in New England.
So you wanted to throw him away like it's like last week's garbage? Is that what you're saying?
No, not just that. In the last couple of games,
Josh don't know how to use them, and that happens. That happens.
Hey, but you can't tell me the last couple of games, the offense just played bad as a whole, and that's why his numbers weren't there because they were like the offense just played bad as a whole. The only guy that was actually getting numbers was Josh Jacobs. And even at the end,
and Devontae Adams, so that's like a mute point because
Devontae's numbers went down. You know what I mean? Because the offense was just playing bad as a whole.
And he set franchise records though. So that's
but he was on pace to get over 20 touchdowns, and then at the end it slowed down. That's what I'm saying, and that's when Hunter Renfrow got healthy, but the offense just was bad at that point,
and he didn't use them still. I mean, if you're getting key guys back and you're playing bad because key guys are missing, and when the key guys comes back and you're still bad and still in the same place you were with backup, that tells me you don't know how to utilize your weapons. You don't know how to scheme. You don't know how to put people in positions to take advantage of a matchup.
Look, I'm not going to pick up for the coach.
I played pretty bad.
I'm just saying, when you have Devontae, you're going to command himself. If one guy is commanding a double or triple team on one side of the field, that means other guys are just getting one-on-one matchups. You're telling me you can't scheme and put your guy in position to have a great one-on-one matchup against a backup safety or a possible line him up against a linebacker?
You can scheme it all you want, but the quarterback needs to get it there. That's the thing.
JT, I will say I do agree when you said that, you were talking about how he's a good route runner. Yeah, I do agree with that to a point where, okay, he might not have the expansive route tree that you were talking about, Dirty, but the few routes that he does run, he does at an elite level better than, if not better than anybody in the league. So for me, I just don't believe in just throwing him out like yesterday's garbage. I mean, surely we can give him a chance.
I think when you perfect something, it shouldn't fucking matter if you can do everything else. You know what I mean? If you can do a few things to perfection, bro, you know what I mean? Everything else doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? If why do I need the rest of the routes if that's not the fucking shit you're gonna give me, right? But don't sit here and tell me that the guy is an elite route runner when he's not, because he doesn't run every single route.
You don't have to be an elite route runner to run every single route, though. Like
I was just saying he's elite at the few routes that he does.
There's a route. He's a route in the league that's specifically named after him, and people know it's coming, and you still can't stop it. And I'm talking about the best of the best. Can't stop it.
Did you just switch up your argument mid-argument, JT?
Yeah, no, I didn't switch up.
You did.
I don't. What?
Hey, but you know who also ran that China route?
Yeah.
What did I switch up? What did I switch up?
Shit like that, Kush. I do shit like that.
What did I switch up?
No, JT, I get
that China route pretty well.
I was elaborating on what you said, JT.
I'm still waiting for y'all to tell me what I switched up on when I said I'm the one who's arguing that he can run routes and he's great at running routes. You guys are saying he's not. I'm saying he's so good at it, they name a route after him.
I agree with you, JT.
He was an elite route runner. He could run all.
He is an elite route runner.
He's not.
He's elite at the few routes that he does run. He's not the expensive route runner.
You're trying to depict that saying that because he doesn't run every route, that he's not an elite route runner.
Yeah, but that's why I'm elaborating about what you said. Like
if I run route and you can't stop it, I don't need to run anything else.
Okay, hold on. But
I'm Randy Moss. Did Randy Moss run that many routes?
Wait, I'm trying to get this. If you're saying he can run routes pretty well and all this stuff, why is it like? Why do you think that he's going to be gone by like the 6th or 7th game then?
Because a coach doesn't know how to use him. He's not part of my system. I'm sorry. He's not the caliber of guys that he usually has around. He's not explosive. Does he have deceptive speed? Yes. But it takes time for him to get up to that speed. For guys to be like, oh shit, he's actually like 2 yards in front of me.
But even without
that, Danny Amendola, Wes Welker, all of them had explosive off the line speed. Where if you fall asleep, they're gone. Like Hunter Renfrow, it takes him time to get up. He'll get run down.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
He gets run down. Hunter Renfrow gets run down from behind.
Yeah, but I've seen Hunter fucking go, dog.
He can go, but let's be real, he gets run down by most of the corners in the league.
JT, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
JT, can I ask you a question? If you were
Danny Amendola and other guys from New England weren't.
JT,
that's the issue. What I'm saying.
JT, if you were GM, would you keep Renfrow or not?
Do I want to keep him? I absolutely want to.
If you were GM, would you keep him or not?
Hell yeah, I'd keep him.
Okay.
But my thing is, unfortunately, the guy who's running the ship is not going to keep him. He's not his type of guy.
But JT, that's my issue. That's my issue with the whole thing. Is that if we have talent, the coach should be able to use talent regardless of it, whatever they can do or not.
Bingo, so, and that's how you develop a team.
If we're getting rid of talent just for the sake of incompetent coach that can't use the talent, we got an issue.
Yeah, that's what happens when you run this. That's what happens when you run your system and you can't adapt to adding pieces to it. And this is how, when you guys keep saying he's going to build a team through the draft, if the kid doesn't fit his system, he's going to get rid of him. So he's not going to keep talent. He's not going to keep unless they're super elite, like undeniably. Then yeah, he'll probably keep that. But if it's like he's good, but I can't use him to be good, he's like average when he's under me, then he's going to get rid of him.
As a slot receiver,
he had a bad year last year
with the best.
Hey, look.
I think he just had a bad year last year with injuries, and I think he's gonna turn it around this year, dog. And he's gonna show McDaniels that he belongs in that offense.
We got to give him a chance. We can't just throw away an elite player like Hunter Renfrow, who's just as good, if not better, than everyone else at what he does best. Like
his head was messed up earlier, dog. He had fucking concussions and shit like that. I think if we can make rules on what we've learned from McDaniels, and I call them like the McDaniels rules or whatever. Rule number one is that he wants people that knows his system. Everybody that he's signing
has at least 2 years under their belt under his system on the offense, right? So I think that giving Renfrow a shot, he's going to give Renfrow one more shot because you forget Renfrow's a smart dude. He wasn't a receiver naturally. This motherfucker was a quarterback, dog. So he's a smart dude. I think that one thing that we neglect when we talk about his talent is what's here. He's a very, very smart receiver. And the one thing that we didn't see this last year because he was trying to adjust to what the offense was requiring him to do was to go outside of his boundaries of what he knows what's smart to protect his body. And he was giving it out for his team. And you saw it happen. He was trying to be able to be that guy in that system, and he got absolutely clobbered.
Doing too much.
So
Why?
So look,
Why?
Check it out. So I got the perfect play to prove how smart the kid is and how fast he is.
Okay.
I pulled up the perfect play.
Roll the tape
to show his mindset, and his speed skills. I think I got the perfect play for it, and here it is.
I just think that he's too good, man, to let go.
He's also a great Raider on and off the field.
For sure. Except for his Uber ordering skills.
Oh, yeah. Get that fuck guy. Yeah.
Exactly. Wow.
And you want to know the play, and you want to know the play that resonates in Josh McDaniels' mind?
That when he got
that's going to dismiss all that because Josh wasn't even there to see that. Josh doesn't even know that. He wasn't even there to see that. So why are we playing something he doesn't even care about? You know what he cares about? You know what?
No. See, that's what I'm always saying, bro. Now you want to move shit, man.
How am I moving it?
We was not talking about nothing else. We was talking about.
I was talking about Renfrow. Bring up the play where he ran to Devontae Adams and caused Josh McDaniels the game. Bring up that play. That's what Josh is going to think about. He's not going to think about that play
right now, bro.
I think if he would have thought about that, he would have got rid of him before last Friday.
He would have.
No, you got to find someone to get him. He's too good just to drop. He's too good just to drop.
So why you don't trade him?
Because you get value for him. You don't just want to get nothing for him and constantly keep getting nothing for guys.
JT,
if they want if they want value, that means they think highly of him,
bro. Like the writing's on the wall. You don't make that move.
If you think
that he's not playing from behind the sticks.
Bro, now you don't tell me you don't upgrade your wide receiver room. I mean, regardless if they play the same position, you can't assume that Hunter Renfrow is going to find he's going to find the door, bro. That they're going to show him the door. You can't possibly think that they're going to actually show Hunter Renfrow the door. He was supposedly on the chopping block all last week. He made it through to where they had to pay him guaranteed money. They're going to play him. Now, the only reason you didn't see a lot of Hunter Renfrow last year is because Hunter Renfrow suffered an injury.
Even prior to the injury, he wasn't even getting looks.
None of the offense was really moving prior to his injury either.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
That, bro.
On Friday, they guaranteed his money, dog. Like that's not like a thing.
Hunter.
Regardless if that's how he ran the team in the beginning, right? Things started to change along the lines as the shit started moving, bro. Mac Hollins wasn't used that much in the first couple of games, but as throughout the season, he started getting the ball. You know what I mean? Josh Jacobs started getting the ball and started really running. Like everything was being forced to Waller and fucking DA and whatever else they want to take shots down the field with the dumbass plays and Bolden and shit that wasn't working.
They had to earn it.
Somewhere along the lines, things started working, but hey, Renfrow was out. You know what I mean? Like Renfrow was actually doing pretty good in that Arizona game before he got hurt. You know what I mean? So it's like he was starting to actually bring the pieces in a little bit. So it's hard to say what Hunter Renfrow's season would have been hadn't Hunter got hurt. Now
he deserves the right to find his way back.
This is the thing. When we try to just look at players, we always want to go to the coach. We're not talking about the coach right now. We're talking about the player. and the player's abilities and what it is he can do. We're not talking about the coach right now. And you're talking about, well, you know, McDaniel. I don't give a fuck what McDaniel sees. We're talking about what we see in Hunter Renfrow right now. This player's abilities and what it is he can do and why the fuck it is he's still here for a reason.
And there's a direct correlation to the impact of what we saw last year.
But you can't make that.
He's the reason for that. Like, you just dismissing that,
bro.
But he just got like the thing is though, he's just got rid of so many players like nothing, for nothing, and like he had a chance to like do that. If he really didn't care for him too much, he wouldn't ask for high value back, because you would just want to get rid of him for something, because not just to like save the draft money, the draft capital that you're gonna get. Because now on Friday, all his money is guaranteed. I just think you don't. There's not a way that you do that, and then you still think that you're gonna like get rid of that dude in the same year. Like
we would have traded him before that.
We've seen the way that we've operated with contracts.
I'm just saying,
Right.
we've seen how they've been operating recently. We think, like, come on, man. Like, I'm moving a little bit differently as I've seen them being incompetent. I've seen them drop moves. I would feel more confident if we didn't do what we did earlier. But as what we're doing, what needs to be addressed, what's not being addressed. Like the last thing, like no one was going after Jacoby Myers like that. A lot of the guys we signed, guys weren't even really going after. There were no teams going after Jimmy G like that. We probably could have signed a couple of other pieces and be like, hey, you know, we've impacted our team. They're better now. Take a little bit less more money. Nobody's going after Jimmy G. We signed him first day.
Hey,
like we're going after guys that have no market.
Frank,
and we're trying to market them like they're marketable because they're Raiders. These are backups.
Well, as far as reports, he said that he didn't even take other calls. He did that there was calls, but he didn't even take them.
And that tells me how bad you are with management to not even weigh your options. I have favorites. I have favorites. But you know what? Let me just test the market. That's the whole reason you test the market, just to see what's out there.
Yeah, but I like the fact that he wanted to come here. Because if he didn't take any other calls, and that means he
had no market game. He had no market game.
I don't believe that. There's no way, dog.
I'm talking about a market to be a starter. To be a starter. He didn't want to be a backup. There's a market for him to be a backup. He wants to be a starter.
He could have been a starter for a lot of teams.
Where?
What do you mean where? The Texans?
Jimmy G actually wants to win.
With the Carolina?
What player do you know in the NFL?
Commanders?
No. What market? No. Let's stay on what I asked. What market in a winning that needs a quarterback is looking at Jimmy G?
He could have went with
the Jets, with the Giants,
the Colts, the Jets. If they were going to
the Packers don't believe in Aaron Love.
They went for the Commanders.
Yep. I'm saying now because they're having issues with Aaron Rodgers' deal, they would probably talk to him.
There would have been a market.
At the time we signed him, they weren't even bringing him up like that.
But there would have been a market for him. We didn't let nobody else. That's why they signed him the first day. They didn't even let a market build for him, just so they don't have to. They don't have to go on a bidding war for him. He didn't take other calls. He wanted to be here. That's even better.
Out of all the free agent quarterbacks available, he was the least on everybody's list, and that includes Derek.
But we're also forgetting the price, right? So so you're telling me he was demanding immediately out of free agency the price that we gave him?
What do you mean?
Or did he settle for the price that we gave him because there really wasn't a market out there?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
He didn't get market value. He didn't get market value.
Yo, there's motherfucking Seahawks fans that
his market value was $30 million.
You talk to a Seahawks fan, you ask him,
and he got a lot left.
If he just as good as car, he should have got a similar deal of car.
But
you don't take into consideration that he wanted to be here, and he took that contract.
He's a winner. He has a better winning percentage. He has a better winning record. He's he's been to the playoffs and won a playoff games. You're gonna tell me this guy gets less than a guy who's never won a playoff game, who struggled to get there? Make it make sense, Gabe.
His second contract, bro.
Make it make sense, man. Everyone always talks about this guy is a winner. He's a proven winner. He's done it everywhere. Yeah, a guy who's not a proven winner hasn't done it anywhere. Is getting more money and has a better market.
I'll tell you,
all those are your facts, though, because the actual numbers say different. So whatever you're saying right now is like those are your words.
No.
Like,
no. Is that not the argument? This guy's for a guy who's been to multiple Super Bowls, won playoff games, has a better overall record. How is his value lower than someone who's not done none of that?
It's not lower. It's the only thing is that he took a lower contract.
Back to the contract that both of them got. How did he
took less money? He took less money. What is so hard about that? He took less money to be here. What is so hard about that to get he took less money?
Because he had no market, Gabe. That's all he could get.
A market, bro. He had a big market, dog.
Then he should have got more money.
Why he wanted to be here? That you don't understanding. He wanted to be here. He did not take other phone calls. He did not want to take 30 million. He wanted to be here for that contract because he knows that allows for them to build around, allows them to get depth that they need.
So why not just go to the Jets then?
Because he wanted to be here.
They have everything he needs. Wait.
How is it hard to understand? Look. How is it hard to understand? He wanted to be
and a losing organization with no defense. Only a receiver. Come on, man. Stop with it.
I understand. Okay, I understand where you're coming from.
You tell me he has the possibility to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback with an organization that may be a quarterback away, and he's going to sign to rebuild and be a bridge quarterback? That's what you're listening,
bro. Like that's not his mentality. He thinks he could be the most. He probably could. His success he's had is. Or probably thought that the best way that he can, to further his career is with McDaniels. That's going to give him the best chance to further his career.
Go back. Tell him to go back, bro. Look at his press conference. What did he say? That motherfucker said that he didn't even have a playbook when he was in college. Who taught this motherfucker how to tie his shoes, basically, in the NFL? McDaniels. He said that was the first dude that showed him how to line up his offense, how to actually read a defense, and how to run a fucking playbook. So he's not going to go too far.
Yeah, maybe he's not going to go to the Jets. That's probably he's not going to go to the Jets because he's not going to go over there, try to learn the system he doesn't know, flat fall on his face, and then get the same criticism. His fucking best bet was to come over here. His best bet was to come over here. But we're talking about now. We're talking about now his options now. Okay. His options now. In free agency, were his best options. He weighed his best options were to be back with McDaniels.
Man, y'all coping straight. That's crazy. Y'all coping for real hard. I hear you, Gabe. I hear you.
Look,
but you can't tell me a guy who wants to win.
I'm not the biggest cheerleader for Jimmy G. I'm not the biggest cheerleader for Jimmy G.
It's
right?
not that I'm even cheerleading.
But at the same time, bro. I mean, look. Let's be real. There's not that many quarterbacks on the open market that actually have playoff caliber talent. Okay? Like I said, I want Jimmy to succeed. I would love for Jimmy G to succeed, bro. It's a fair deal of what we're paying him. You know what I mean? He has been to the big game. He has been to the playoffs. Look, it's not always about what you do, it's just how you do it and how it gets done, and if the fucking result in the end is a fucking dub, right? All we want is dubs. We can care less how we get them. We just need the fucking dubs, right? So for me, look, if he wants to be here, fine, let him be here. If he wants to be here on a deal, even better, right? My main concern is this motherfucking defense.
Ain't nothing.
Him staying healthy and this motherfucking defense being able to perform, bro. If Jimmy G can stay healthy, I'm not concerned about the offense. I mean, in all honesty, I kind of want to see what Chase can do too anyway. But I'll see that in the preseason. I'm not wishing no injury on Jimmy G just so I can see Chase play, right? Like, in all honesty, if Chase plays, I want it because Chase earned it. You know what I mean? Not because, you know what I mean, somebody went down. I prefer to see Chase play because Chase fucking earned it.
If he's healthy, he earned it.
You know what I mean? Nah, it's not the same, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
I hope
it's not
Chase is watching. I really hope Chase is watching, bro. We need to get Chase on the show, dog.
bro. I
You're
prefer-
the one hype man, Dirty. You have been
Hey,
since
look.
we took
Hey,
it.
Man, for real, bro.
everybody that's
Shout out to
watching, I mean,
Cal.
I would love to have Chase on my show. I DM'd him twice. You know what I mean? I haven't got a response. So, you know, if you wanna DM him, you know what I mean, say, hey man, this guy wants to have a show, man. You know what I mean? Hey, by all means, please do. Tell him to holler at me. But you know, I'll reach out again, but I don't bombard people. You know what I mean? I put
Gang, I'm
time
on
in
that.
between.
I got to bounce. Thanks for having me on, Dirty. And
Hey, I appreciate it.
good to see you all.
What's up, bro?
Kush, Gay,
Well,
John,
because
Good
JT.
to see you,
everyone.
man.
Blessings, man.
Take care, gang.
Mhm.
I'll see you next time.
Take care, brother.
Yeah, I don't know, man. JT, like I was just think the only reason I was saying because I'm not even like trying to even advocate a lot for Jimmy. The only thing I'm saying is why he came here. You know what I mean? That's the only reason. Like I was answering that part, like why I think he came here instead of anywhere else and taking more money. I just think he felt like the best path for him to even, like succeed is with, a guy that he's familiar with. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's why I think he wanted to be here. Because I think if McDaniels was in fucking Indianapolis, that's probably where he would want to be. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, the reason why he's here is because that's probably why he thinks he could probably win.
It's a tough situation for Jimmy G, and the reason why I say that is because he only knows two offenses. He knows the Shanahan offense, and he knows the Patriot offense. So was the Patriots an option for him to go? No. You know what I'm saying? So that crosses one off of his list. You know what I'm saying? And I think like you said, the reason why he wanted to be here was because this is a clear-cut situation where he knows the offense, where he can be successful, where maybe the league was questioning if Jimmy G was, really the guy, or was he hiding behind, a solid team, because he's been on two solid teams before getting here. So those are the things, to look at when it comes to, what's going to set him up for success. And I think there's only a few teams out there in the NFL that was going to set him up for success in regards to the playbook.
Hey, let me ask you guys this. Right now, where you guys currently stand with what happened, who would you rather have if you could only pick from these three quarterbacks and no audibles, just these three motherfuckers right here? Jimmy G, Tom Brady, and Aaron Rodgers, currently where they stand right now, and what the value would be for to get them. Who would you say, Aaron?
Oh, wait.
For the Raiders?
Yeah,
or just
for us. Right,
talking
now,
about
Jimmy
if you had
G,
to give up the two, like what Green Bay's asking for?
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
And we have to give up what Green Bay's asking for?
Yeah.
They're asking for 2 first-round picks. I think
would you do that, or would you take
make it
Jimmy
simple?
G?
You got a choice of 3 quarterbacks. No, nothing else, bro. You got 3 quarterbacks. They're knocking on your door.
Mhm.
Which one you taking?
And Josh McDaniels is my coach.
it's
And
like
Josh
I'm thinking Aaron Rodgers.
Just pick your quarterback. Yeah, you got Aaron.
And Josh McDaniels the coach, Tom Brady.
Brady.
It's not even second guessing.
46-year-old Brady.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
With McDaniels, yes, Brady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's McDaniels, yeah. If it's not McDaniels, then I'm taking Aaron Rodgers.
So look, check it out real quick. J-Dog asked me a question, right? J-Dog said, "Dirty, what's up with you and Chase Garbers?" And he laughed out loud. So here's what's up with me and Chase Garbers, man. This is why I like Chase, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you. You know what I mean? But This is why I like Chase Garbers, man.
You have tape up already?
He watches it before he goes to sleep every night.
Oh, look at Chase. Look at Chase against UCLA.
Look at that.
Look at them chasing Chase.
That's funny because they still got blown out by 30, but I ain't tripping.
Cal's number 2. Cal's number 2.
Why you gotta bring up bullshit?
Yeah, that was just a fluke play. That was a fluke game. Look at that arm.
Oh, on the money.
I like
Chase Garbers. Hey, dog, but I seen him a lot too, though. He fucked up a lot in the end. He had like a bad record when it was like in the fourth quarter, and they
had no wide receivers. But look at that perfect placement. Perfect placement.
Only 1 foot down. Don't count.
The only reason I know is because one of the kids, one of the running backs from that team played on one of the Pop Warner teams that I coached.
He's past the line right there. He's past the line right there. No doubt. Look, he's past the line like a motherfucker. Look.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was hella past the line. Oh, he wasn't?
No, he was behind it.
Ooh, right there in the
I just like him because he doesn't underthrow guys.
No, he doesn't.
No, I think he's like a he's
look
good.
At that beautiful placement. Look, hits him in stride, bro. He hit him in stride, bro.
No effort.
He has a great ball. That was one of the things coming out. But it's just sometimes he makes some pretty bad decisions, which that's hurt him. But hey, maybe that's coachable, man.
Right there.
You know?
That's the play right there.
Man, that's the play right there, bro.
They sometimes think he just tries to be a little too gunslingerish kind of, so he makes bad decisions. But kind of fix that, maybe.
Hey, you know who else was a gunslinger, or was qualified as a gunslinger when he came out?
Aaron Rodgers.
Let me get some runnage. Let me get a little bit of
Giannis.
He looks like a little Aaron Rodgers, bro. He looks like a little version of AR-12.
If you go back to his draft, they called him a gunslinger.
Yeah, because the offense he was on.
We just grooming him. Hey, we can't show.
No, and I could kind of
squad. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why
somebody might pick him up.
He made some of those mistakes though too, is because like he did play like a team that was kind of inferior in the conference, and like sometimes he did have to make some pretty crazy plays at the end of games because they were
he was
behind
trying to win,
come back. Yeah, so which is pretty good sometimes.
No, Cal had talent. Ford was the truth. I think he had a couple people got drafted from that offense. He always had talent up there.
What I mean is that they were always playing from behind.
Boy, look at that arm, though, boy. That arm is on point, dog.
Yeah,
that arm is on point.
And when you're always playing from behind, you got to make some throws sometimes,
Yeah, no, their defense is like
this should be quarterback. This is the real quarterback you right here, man. Cal got some good quarterbacks. Ain't fuck nobody said.
Unless you're like,
has some good quarterbacks.
Unless you're like Caleb Williams, I mean, like that dude is just different, dog. Like even his defense, like sucking that much, he still made it. 5 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns a game.
Yeah,
but that dude's gonna be
questionable.
I wonder who's gonna be who's gonna draft that dude next year. That's gonna be crazy.
I like Garbers.
I like Garbers.
There's a lot of quarterbacks. I just thought about it. There's a lot of quarterbacks that came from California.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the quarterback hub, man.
Like California, the state. I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
California, no quarterback hub. You play football year round out here.
Just Northern California, period. I mean, that's where Tom Brady came from.
You know why though, too? Like a lot of them come out even from like Southern California too, because and in Northern California, but like there's so many fucking high schools in like the like in the LA area though. Like they have like 2,000-3,000 kids, but they have to go like in like by track. So like they have to like kind of like have 2,000 kids in class at one time, and then like a whole nother year for like the same year kids. But like it's crazy, dog. Like it's so many kids, and it's just a big pool of kids. When there's a big pool like that, you know what I mean? It's like dudes fucking, like they say iron sometimes sharpens iron, dog. And there's a lot of fucking kids out here, a lot of programs, a lot of fucking 7-on-7 leagues where like people pay for everything. Like fuck, dog. Like modern day, all these fucking high schools out here, crazy.
Yeah.
Bosco, modern day, and then you got
Yep. We got De La Salle up north.
De La Salle up north.
Yeah.
De La Salle, they don't really get quarterbacks no more.
They're not relevant no more.
No, they
They
still
get running back.
They still win. It's just like they're not like
Dorsey. That was about it.
Yeah, undefeated. The undefeated is not that there no more. You remember because that was what they were legend for.
Yeah,
they had like over 100 wins in a row or something like that.
You got Servite, you got Christ Lutheran,
A lot of
both Sarah schools.
Cranshaw's good out here. There's over here in like in the Inland Empire. There's fucking there's Centennial. Centennial's good. There's some fucking good schools out here, man. They fucking have a lot. Send a lot of people.
Bishop Omont. That's what it is. Bishop
Omont was like I used to live like right next door to Bishop Omont. That fucking school is
shoot, Exceed's got those 2 kids from Los Alamitos too. Sierra, I don't like Sierra Canyon, but Sierra Canyon, Mission Viejo, and all that.
There's too many good schools out here. And then they get kids from other places even too, like kids. A lot of some kids that are real good from other states that are not going to get recognized. They move them down here to fucking California.
Yeah, so but they can only go to the private schools though. They can only go to like Sarah's, Bosco, modern day.
They're that good, if they're that good, they're coming to a private school. You know what I mean? If they're coming out from out of state, most of the time they're going to a private school.
Well, they can't go to a public school because of how it's you gotta have the address. You gotta have the address to be part of that district. That's the issue.
What I mean is, I'm just saying, like, if they're coming out here because they're so good, it's because somebody's sponsoring them or something. So they're gonna go to like a private school or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the last public schools that are pretty decent is Inglewood, Poly.
A lot of guys came out of Poly, man.
I think Edison is another public school. And I think those are the last public schools that are actually decent.
Dorsey is decent.
They fell off.
Dorsey's raw.
And they fell behind. I think Pedro in like rankings. Because Norbon got sanctions because they got caught with
Are we talking about sports? Or are we talking about education? Because I like to think of education first, sports second.
If you go education, then you go to the private schools. You don't even think about going to public.
Yeah, fucking Corona Centennial.
Because Diamond Bar is
ranked 3.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but where's Diamond Bar rank if you want to like go to if you playing ball?
I mean, look. You can make a program what it is. Diamond Bar just played for the championship. I mean, they lost, but they played for the CIF championship. So
I'll tell you the top 10 in California right here.
At one point in time, bro, we was ranked pretty high. You know what I mean? Because we were state champs for a while. You know what I mean? And I got one of those rings to prove it. We went 14-0.
Hey, the top
what's next ring, guys?
Though we beat up on everybody. We beat up on everybody.
The top schools right here in all of California they have right here is Modern Day, St. John Bosco, Corona Centennial 3, Long Beach Poly 4, Mission Viejo 5, then Sarah, and then they go down to De La Salle, Santa Margarita, Los Alamitos, Edison, Bishop Omont, fucking Norco. There's a Rancho Cucamonga. Oh shit, Rancho Inglewood. Servite.
Yeah, we used to run all of them back in the day. But then
those are the top school. Those are the top the rankings in California right now, as of right now.
Only thing is, you got to win to stay up there. And
but Modern Day and Bosco are the truth. Yeah, some motherfuckers are the fucking truth, though.
Always,
fucking
bro. Always. Yeah. Those are the top. Those are the top 2 schools. There are 2 of the top schools here in Southern California.
Corona Centennial is always up there.
That's number 1 and number 2 in the nation for the last 3 years.
Yeah, Corona Centennial is pretty good too. They're ranked up there too in the nation too. They're like 9 or 10 or something like that, but they're good too. Corona Centennial.
Yeah.
My buddy.
That's where fucking Kawhi Leonard came out of playing ball.
What do you think? What do you guys think about Jordan Willis? I think he's pretty much a Cleveland Farrell replacement.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said earlier. I was like, he's like, that's why I was saying it's like another lateral move type shit right there. So like, I want to see a good signing. You know what I mean? I want to see like something to get excited about. Something, at least something. Give me one.
You know what? It's almost like we traded him.
Yeah,
and like, just give me one.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
like a Bobby Wagner, a fucking who else is left out there? Maybe even a Marcus Peters. Fuck it, dog. Like just something.
Hey, look, for their age and where they're at right now, you should be able to afford both of them.
Yeah.
I
think Sims is just like Matt Collins.
Exactly. Lateral moves. That's why I'm saying, like, where are the fucking guys that are gonna make a difference on the defense? Like, I like Tillery, the re-signing of Tillery, but still, you lost fucking Billings. You know what I mean? So it's like that's a fucking lateral move type too, because you lost somebody that was pretty good depth that played good to you too. Billings.
Wagner is trolling, dog. Wagner is on Twitter trolling too. He over there putting dice on
I just want to. We need permanent moves, man. We need to make permanent moves. Where guys, you just know there's no question. Like I'm tired of seeing just backup moves.
Well,
I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
The permanent moves are in the draft. I think the way they're going about it, the permanent moves are in the draft right now.
They are.
That's the wrong way to think. That's not a permanent move.
You know what? I thought about it. I had your train of thought for a minute too. You know what I mean? I was like, man, that's not the fucking way to do it. You know what I mean? But then I thought about it. If you hit in the draft on the right players and they actually work out, you can do it. I mean, Kansas City just did it. So it's not like it's not doable. It can.
You can literally find like 5-6 starters because they have the picks for it.
It has to be done the right way. I mean, Kansas City just had 12 picks last season, right? They literally had 12 picks last year. Well, we got 13 right now. We got one more than they do.
How many rookies were playing? How many rookies played for them?
Like 5 or 6.
7.
They're rookies?
Yep.
Yeah. No, that contributed, dog. Like
their starting running back was a rookie.
They had 4 on their defense, bro.
Sky Moore. Bro, they had some dogs on there fucking from that draft, dog. And look at Seattle. Look at what Seattle did with their draft.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be trash. We were talking exactly the same way about Seattle last year, that they were going to be trash, and then the draft came. They picked up some fucking, dogs on defense.
Look at Philly. Philly had an amazing NFL draft, bro. Philly and fucking Kansas City and the Jets were the top 3 teams that fucking had phenomenal drafts last season. And Philly and Kansas City was in the Jags too. And all of them teams made the playoffs except for the Jets. But Philly and fucking Kansas City was in the Super Bowl.
The draft, it's the way to build down, dog. And like with having that amount of picks, and not just having that amount of picks, they have literally in the first 5 rounds where that's where the most value is, I think. Bro, like they have like 8 picks. I think you hit on 8 picks, you hit on at least 5 of those. Like, and then you still can maybe hit on maybe a diamond in the rough in the later rounds, bro. I think you can get a good amount of fucking starters to start on this defense next year and contribute. But I am with you.
That's facts.
I am with you that maybe we do need like a Wagner or like a fucking Marcus Peters. Now I don't know about Marcus Peters because his attitude or something like that, but somebody that like maybe in the corner room to like, that when we draft these guys are gonna keep them in line. You know what I mean? Like a Wagner will do that shit. You know what I mean? Like a fucking but I don't know if there's any corners out there still that they maybe could do that. So that's why I don't know right there.
Not many. It's not many.
I think
No, I
at least
think
the
that's
Wagner. That's what I'm saying. At least the Wagner dog just would be great for the defense if we're gonna draft that many rookies because he's a leader out there. You know what I mean? Wagner's a leader out there, so I would try to do probably maybe overpay him a little bit if they have to, just to get him here, just to like lead that defense, that young defense that you're gonna want to get in this draft.
I agree with you, Gabe. I think we're missing that aspect of it too, because we have players that left this team that were actually are, you know what I'm saying, like the vocal guys, you know what I'm saying, really the leaders in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Your Denzel Perryman, your Deron Harmon, you know what I'm saying? Those were the guys that the defense, like, they looked up to, and those guys held the defense accountable. You know what I'm saying? We had issues, right? We had issues with one of those players going to cups with guys, right? Trying to pull, trying to pull them together. You know what I'm saying? So we need a guy. Not saying that we need someone to go fisticuffs, but we need somebody different that everybody can look up to and say, hey, what, and I don't, to be honest with you, I don't even think they necessarily have to be on the field. You know what I'm saying? They could just be a locker room guy that everybody kind of respects. You know what I'm saying? And be able to do that too.
If it's not Spillane.
That too,
I
they
still
told
feel
them
like we need a vet.
Yeah, because it's something about somebody like that in the locker room, bro. That's been there, done that. You know what I mean? He's won a Super Bowl and one of the best defenses. You know what I mean? Won 2 Super Bowls, right? 2 Super Bowls, fucking. You know what I mean? And like he's been part of great defenses. Like I just think you need somebody like that to come in, keep guys in line and shit like that. And it's just that would be a great pickup, dog. If you go out there and get like a Bobby Wagner at least, bro.
Yeah, Bobby would be nice. I think that you go back and you look at just ask any Seahawk fan last year. I mean, I saw it, bro. They wrote off the whole season. I never saw. Well, I have seen seasons. Our fan bases just completely write off their season and just tank like that. But they completely wrote off their whole season, bro. They were like, "We're about to get C.J. Stroud." Like I was talking to my homies, man. They were already looking at C.J. Stroud college tape. You know what I'm saying? The recruiting tapes on Young and Richardson. This was back in like the summer. And I'm like, you giving up already? They were like, bro, this is done. Geno is trash. He's over the hill. He's a career backup dude. We're not going to pick up anybody in the draft. We always suck on the draft. And they had a great draft. They picked up first in the address was the offensive line. So I think one thing that I'm not going to be surprised about, I do not want to happen, but I'm not going to hold my head held down if we pick up an offensive lineman in early in the first round. I think that's the first thing that Seattle wanted to do, and then they went running back, and then they took care of their defense. They got Tariq Woolen, who is probably one of the guys that I was pounding the table for last season. Yeah. And then they got that Kobe Bryant dude too. You know what I'm saying? They backed that up too. So they already shored up. They showed us the blueprint that you can have 2 rookie, you know what I'm saying, cornerbacks that's going to play side to side to each other that can be able to shut it down. And they didn't even have a good interior defensive line, which if they get Jalen Carter, they're going to be filthy next year.
The Seahawks added Devin Bush too, right, this year?
Yep. They just signed him too, which we'll see if he got any juice left though.
Yeah, because he actually, like what I was reading, like when I was reading up on Spillane, he actually like lost his job to Spillane later on in the year.
Yeah, man, Spillane is a sleeper. I wouldn't be surprised if, they're talking about giving that dude the green dot at some point, but he's a locker room guy. Like Twan was talking about, we need a locker room guy. Don't be surprised if, and I think he's Eastern Michigan, like Max. Am I not wrong about that?
Yeah.
Am I wrong about that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they got that same, root, that same background. So whatever they were teaching those guys on the defense, they probably can root for the same type of, locker room chance.
That's another thing though too, like in the with the locker room, like the leaders, dog. That now it's time though for new guys to step up, like Max. You know what I mean? Max got to step up and be that vocal leader now, dog, because guys left that maybe had that role, and now he has to. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit out of what your character a little bit, and just take on that fucking leader role for the better of the team. You know what I mean? So I think I think he's down. I think he's up for that shit. I think he's up for that shit. I think he's been like kind of like hinting towards that shit with putting his face all over, everywhere, being everywhere, doing fucking interviews and shit like that. So I think he's ready to do that shit. I think he's ready to be a vocal leader out there. He's fucking, I don't know, dog. He's just more mature, I think, in his career now. Like, you know what I mean? Married, kids, all that shit. I think he's just gonna be better, dog. I think that dude's gonna be good for us. I think, and they believe in him because they paid him. He'll be a leader. Spillane maybe, but I think one more. That's what I'm saying with like a Wagner or something like that, and then you can maybe draft a couple of starters on defense. And you don't have to be a top 10 defense, dog. But I think this offense is good enough to where if you're like, you really are middle of the pack, I think they can contend in a lot of football games this year.
Where do you guys have Will Anderson landing? You think he may land to us at some point?
With us?
I don't know. You think so? If he does, that'd be fucking awesome, though. If we can get fucking Will Anderson, I would take him probably over Jalen Carter if we could have the chance to pick between both. I would probably take him because pairing him up with fucking Max, I think would be deadly. But if you had a chance, but I would take Jalen Carter if he wasn't available.
Yeah, I'll say honestly, if I'm a pick, he's probably gonna go to Seattle.
Yeah, they're talking about maybe picking up Jalen Carter now too.
Who?
If he drops, because they have that 20th pick too, so they're talking about if he drops that far, they would have Will Anderson and Jalen Carter, bro. I don't think.
You know what?
They won't get both. There's no way they can get both. He's not gonna fall that far. They're not falling that far.
I hope not. I hope he does.
Hey, you know what would be good for the Raiders, though? Like, say you you draft like a guy like a Will Anderson or a fucking Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
And then you find a way, like, and they've done this been done before, like by the Patriots even too, like, and we're kind of following that fucking blueprint almost. So like, try to get back in the late first round, and you try to take that, fucking. I would probably take. If we don't end up getting like a good tight end, I would say take that tight end for fucking Notre Dame. Myers.
They to be honest with you, they might do it for like a lineman. Like if there's actually a lineman that they feel like they can have for 5, you know what I'm saying? Because you remember the special thing about a first rounder is that you have them for up to 5 years. So you try to get either a lineman or somebody like that 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 you're gonna have for a long time.
Like if they address the tight end need, you know what I mean, and they address the for some odd feeling, bro, I just gotta.
Meyer though.
I got this feeling they're taking a fucking old lineman in the first round, bro. I just got a feeling they get an old lineman.
Have you watched the film on that fool Meyer? That fool's a baller, dog. That fool's gonna be a good fucking tight end in this league.
Oh, he's gonna be solid. He gives you just Jason Witten vibes. Remind you of Jason Witten.
I honestly feel like I really feel like, bro, like their number one priority and concern, you know what I mean, is keeping Jimmy upright.
You got to. Everything lands on him, man.
I ain't mad at that.
Because
we are.
Hey, how about Jermaine Illuminor? How about Jermaine Illuminor saying that him and Colton Miller are going to be the best tackle tandem in the league this year?
Wistful thinking.
I know, it's just at least he's fucking putting that out there. You know what I mean?
Hey man, if you got something, he got something to prove because we was riding his ass on last season. All the shit we were talking to.
We have come to the last 10 minutes. It's bedtime. I'm hour and a half past what I originally set out to do.
For real?
Yeah.
You said fucking we're gonna go like an
hour.
You
thought your second win for a minute.
Yeah. I bring out the best in people.
Yeah. Okay. No, you just
better news though, like Wednesday.
I bring out the best in everybody.
There's a lot more visits though coming in, and like on Wednesday or something like that.
Garbage, Boleyn garbage gets choked, gets cooked a lot. Where's the big names? Nobody wants to get the car treatment, so it's like we ain't got nobody but scrubs. I feel you, man. I feel you.
I hope that's not the
We
case.
gotta wait it out.
Hope it's not either.
I like
But
Epps. That signing for me was solid. The Marcus Epps. I like
so
that signing.
we're gonna close it out like this. So if you're grading, we're grading free agency right now as it stands, closing hours today. You know what I mean? What you know they did sign. You know what I mean? What you think they did sign, but it hasn't been like official. You know what I mean? What grade are we giving them? Twine, what you got?
C
Okay,
minus.
for sure. Where can they
Sweet.
find you?
Raider Twan, you know what I'm saying? Raider Twan on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and subscribe to Raider Twan. If you don't, you playing with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So stop playing with yourself and subscribe. IG, you know what I'm saying? You can hit me up on Twan. Twan is so nice. You guys say it twice. TWUAN, TWUAN. Hit me up if you want me to, pray for you, talk with you, you know what I'm saying? Football, whatever else, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up on IG. That's where I'm at.
JT, what grade you giving them?
C minus D. Yeah, around the same as Twan. I mean, if we address more defense, it would be higher, but we're addressing issue. Just receiving core, we didn't have to address the receiving core. And honestly, if we're not going to protect Jimmy G, then it's going to be a long season.
Gabe.
Fuck, dog. I was like going between like a B minus C plus, just for like the simple fact that I think these are the pre to the draft. Like I think it's just this is the depth that they're trying to build with low little contracts and shit like that, to where they're gonna really try to build through the draft, where these might actually be really good depth pieces when it all comes down to it. You know what I mean? So I'll say I was C plus. I'm not gonna go as high as B minus. I'll go C plus.
Kush, what you get? Oh, Gabe, where can they find you?
Oh shit! Right here, dog, on the Raider fucking on the NWA network, though. You know what I mean? Fucking, we're gonna be doing, a lot of shit right here on the network next couple weeks. You know what I mean? Where you might catch all of us gonna actually be a network, but you could catch my channel is gonna be, associated with it. But we're gonna my channel. You can find me at Raider Gabe 420, just like that, all one word, Raider Gabe 420. And yeah, for sure, man. I'll be having shows like on Wednesdays and Fridays for sure at 420
For sure.
Pacific time.
Pacific time. For sure. For sure. Kush, my guy. What grade
I
you
love
give?
it how I love it how Gabe was like, you like, where you keep finding him? He was like, hey, you can find me right here, dog. like right here, man. Like, what you talking about? Man, I'm giving the boys I'm giving the guys a solid B minus. Primarily because I think that it's some sleepers that we picked up today or yesterday actually. It's to going into the next day. But with Sims, man, that cat 6'6", 220, very, very physical guy. He's going to demand that double team. I want to see what he's going to do with Jacoby Myers out there and Devontae and Renfro. I think we're going to keep him. So I think he's going to be, a whole bunch of dual threats and spread the field all types of ways with this playbook. I think that dude that we picked up from San Francisco, that DN, he's really, really good. He's a sleeper. I'm going to check some tape on him, and I'll report back to y'all tomorrow what I officially think about that pickup. And then I want to see what we can do with the rest of these guys that we have. That safety that we picked up from Buffalo, he seemed like he's a greedy type of
Jaquan
player.
Johnson.
So
Jaquan
yeah,
Johnson.
yeah, he wasn't the sexiest pick, you know what I'm saying, but he was the pick that I think that we possibly needed to have as a camp guy to be able to set a tone too. So I
Yeah.
don't know if he's going to make it all the way through to camp, but if he signed that contract early on, hopefully he can make it through and keep it through the team. So yeah, y'all can find me at Raider Kush on YouTube and coming, I believe, next week. Every Tuesday and Thursday, me and Ern, Westside Radio, we're gonna have a new show called E and K, Ern and Kush. where we're gonna cover all dark clouds, all stormy clouds, and give you guys a good weather report of what the nation got going on. So salute to you, Dirty. Appreciate you. Hope you're feeling well. You in good graces. We'll hey World Chaplain at, man. We gotta say a prayer for Dirty tonight, man. He's feeling a little sick, bro.
I'm not sick. I'm tired.
Tired. He's tired. He's
tired, bro.
He was talking about he didn't know what was going on earlier. I'm telling you, man.
I like I said, it's either the lack of sleep, bad diet, or just the work hours.
All of it.
Yeah, all of the above, bro.
Yeah, it's probably all three combined. This is making me tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the work you gotta get the money, but you know what I'm saying, the other part, you know, sometimes you gotta upgrade on those areas to be able to do the work. So
yeah, but I work so that I can be able to go out and play some golf and do these other things, and I don't really have a whole lot of time to get them done, so I do them when I can get them done, and that's usually, yeah. And then I could be asleep at that time, but I got shit to do. So
yeah.
You need a dude day. You ever have a dude day?
Yep, that's when I go play golf.
Nah, that's too much work. You got to have a dude day where you just chill out at the house and you just whatever, play video games, watch movies.
Yeah, them don't happen often, bro.
That's you need one of those. You need one of those, bro.
It's called a almost 1 year old.
I know, man. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I get a couple of hours. I might get a couple of hours, but I'm not getting no whole day.
Well, at least try to eat better. At least start there.
I mean, shit. I just did that when I went to Arizona, but I still had running around to do while I was there. So,
hey, you be juicing? You should try juicing, bro.
Yeah, that's what my wife said. But
yeah, man, just throw some shit up in there. It don't matter what it is.
So I'm giving them I'm probably in the same realm with Gabe. I'm gonna give him a C+. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna give him a C+. Only because I feel you know, when I look at it, you know what I mean, one of the things I complained about was depth pieces. You know what I mean? Not having them last year. And you know, I'm expecting them to knock it out the park in the draft. That's what you're setting me up for. You know what I mean? You get my hopes up that you're gonna knock it out the park in the draft. So, that's what I want to see. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I want to see. I thank you everybody for being here, man. Appreciate you guys for real. Thank you all my guests who pulled up tonight. AR-15 who had to cut out a little early. To everybody in the chat, man, salute to you. I appreciate you. 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allowed me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated. I know you can watch anything, you know what I mean? You can be anywhere in the world, but the fact that you're here means a lot, you know what I mean? And as always, no matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from not shining. Raider Nation YouTube, go get your motherfucking sunshine, man. We out.